right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. There it is. Still wearing it, baby. Proud of it. Don't give a shit. Been snowed in the house all day. God bless America. God bless President Trump. It's fucking on. I'm so happy about it. How you doing? So who do we got here? Hey, David, welcome to the stream. Oh, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I was over in another live stream hanging out, but, well, I saw something and it kind of blinded me in one eye. I never saw a gap like that in my life with a maggot and crawling on it and shit, and I just can't do it. Just can't do it. So, we got the first full day. The first full day. Bang, bang, Niner gang. So we got the first full day of President Trump. Vegas is windy, huh? All right. Well, it's snowy and wet in Mobile, Alabama. And when I say snow, I'm looking out there, man. There's like 8 inches of snow on my yard, maybe more. You know, it took my dog out to go to the restroom because I've been keeping her inside. And, yeah, the big dog sunk. Little dog, shit, she ain't going to do nothing. Augusta! Good to see you, brother. Just merely a bad memory. Amen to that. Amen to that, man. A lot going on today. And, you know, I've just been chilling because you can't go anywhere in Mobile right now. You're stuck because people here don't want to drive in the snow. My wife looked at me and said, if we were still in Idaho, we'd be going to work. A lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that. It makes me wish I had a plow, you know, for my van. I'd go around making fucking thousands of dollars today. You know, I'm serious. I'd offer plow service. Straight up, but I don't, and it is what it is. Venezuelans are getting what's coming to them. Yeah, CPG. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys. So I don't know if YouTube is going to censor this. Okay? I don't know if Facebook's going to censor this because Facebook, I'll publish under my own name. But I don't think Twitter will, or excuse me, X. So it is what it is. So if you want to join me live, join the panel, and we can talk about it, whatever. Just going to have a nice chilled out stream, you know, a nice calm stream. Try not, Auburn plays in Auburn in Alabama, yes. Oh, it's cold. So here, let me, no, not that. All right, there we go. So if you're watching on YouTube, the link is pinned up at the top. It is what it is. Alabama does not play in Mobile. South Alabama plays in Mobile. Just saying. You know, you got to go Tuscaloosa for the Gumps. So, yeah, man. Wonderful day. Great fucking day to be alive. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Beantown checking in. What's up, Beantown? I hope you are safe wherever you're at. But I tell you what, I look outside, man, it looks a lot like Idaho out there. And my wife has been cussing all day. She's like, didn't we move away from this shit? I'm like, I never saw it snow down here before. You know, I guess it snows down here every 10 years. And it just so happens I hit that year. Oh, well, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. And I'm a very lucky guy. CPG. Yeah. Right during his inauguration speech. You can't beat that shit. You cannot beat that shit. So, I am able to share some stuff live now, which is really, really cool because I didn't have the chance to do this earlier for my good friend. And my good friend, the bearded bastard. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to to share his stuff like I wanted to. He does a lot of his own work. Very interesting, you know, very interesting stuff, and really talented guy. And I hope all of you check him out. I gotta bring this link up here. But yeah, Lee, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh, you just getting in? Oh, good. Oh, good. Look, man, can you help a brother out with all that money? That cash app there at the bottom there, send me a little bit of money if you're entertained. Otherwise, I get to do it for free, which is still my pleasure. Yeah, Kamala was mad. Big mad. Big mad. Kamala was big freaking mad, dude. Them's his facts. Them's his facts, bro. Oh, yeah. Right now, hold on. Let me look on X. All right. Let's do a little reaction shit here. Okay. I got my X on. Get it? My X on. I got my X on. And I want to get your guys' reaction. I'm gonna share my screen here because there's this Episcopalian pastor, priest, whatever the hell it was. They want to call it. Hello, Rua. Welcome to the show. Sharing my screen here. Okay. Got to make sure. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Now, let's check this out. Let me
final plea.
Let me do this. Listen to this.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President.
She looks like a man.
There are gay, lesbian.
Oh man, I got a lot of good ones, man. I got a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones that I've been sharing on X. And yeah, we can share them all. Welcome aboard, Rua. Nice to have you, man. Nice to have you. But yeah, I mean, holy shit. So let's take a look at some of my favorite shit. My favorite shit that I've been checking out on X. Where freedom of speech is welcome. So let me go down here. Just a lot of stuff, Yeah.
There are gay, lesbian.
Oh shit. I got to go to my post. Okay, Johnny Midnight. There's that one. There you go. Now my X feed has just been so much fun, to watch. They're releasing the J6 prisoners. Rudy Giuliani. Hey, look at that. I hate Trump. Most terrorists do. Retweet if you agree. Yeah, I'll retweet that. But yeah, man. I mean, X has just been so much fun. Oh, that's wrong. Welcome to my ex. Welcome to my ex. There it is. There it is. Hold on, let me play that bitch. Hold on. Look at that. Yeah, you'll all be going home. You'll all be going home. You're gonna be going home. You're gonna be going home. Fuckers. Gonna be going home. Gonna be going home. Sorry, I got no mercy. Deport them all. Deport them all. Deport them all. Oh, look. Hey, look. Hey, everybody. It's the deadbeat daddy up in Ohio. The Nazi deadbeat daddy. I mean, how disgusting do you have to be Caucasian and have dreadlocks? That means you're filthy. Absolutely filthy. Now, if you know the Ohio Nazi, and that's this guy right here, the Ohio Nazi, deadbeat daddy. Just think, everyone, there is a deadbeat daddy club here on the internet. It is composed of Steel 58, Daniel Wayne Van Auken. It is composed of Aaron Swan, the Joker, and this guy. Now, we think his name might be David Hoyle in Ohio, but those three guys spend more time on the internet than they do with some of their kids. I mean, isn't it a coincidence all three of them hate me? I mean, wow. So, yeah, congratulations, deadbeat daddy. Go call your kids or something, bro. Give them a call. Explain to them why you didn't buy them a Christmas gift. Tell them you love them. Something like that, Or maybe ask their mom's new husband, if you can have permission to talk to them. So many avenues you can take, okay? Rather than spending time on the internet trying to porn bond people and just get the clout on the internet you don't have. I know you got kicked out of your shed and you're back in your high school bedroom up there in your mom's house. Okay. Congratulations for being out of the shed. I don't give a fuck about Ohio State. I'm happy they won. My uncle who raised me went to the Ohio State. So, yeah, you're not going to get me with that. Maybe my 49ers can draft somebody good out of there. That's pretty much all college is to me. I have fun with the college, and I take a side with Auburn. That's my college team, but yeah, I don't get emotional unless it's the pros, bro. I don't. College is college. It's still college. I enjoyed the playoffs. Congratulate to every Buckeye fan except you, because you should be getting your children some memorabilia, but you really can't give it to them because you don't go see them. So, yeah, there it is. Where you're hiding. Welcome aboard, buddy. You got you and Cowboy Face there. That's pretty fucking awesome. That's pretty awesome. Fuck the Eagles. I will be rooting for the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders next week. Yeah, where you're hiding, explain this. Explain this to me, dude. Okay, feel free to tap the link. It's pinned. Me, okay, my teams, my beloved 49ers, the former Oakland, now Sacramento, soon to be Vegas A's, and Sacramento Kings, bro. they have something in common. Northern California roots. Grew up seeing those teams, going to the games. Why are you all over the map like that? I mean, you're an Ohio State fan, but you're an Eagle fan. That don't make sense to me. I mean, if you were rooting for Ohio State, wouldn't you like the Browns or the Bengals? Teams from Ohio. I mean, the only reason I'm an Auburn fan is because when I was 18, right after high school, I took a trip down south with a friend of mine whose girlfriend went to Auburn, and I went down there. I met the football team, and I got stoned with them. Hold up 2 fingers where you're hiding, because we got there. You go. So, all right, you got to explain this, man. Tell me your team. Tell me why.
Okay, so I root for the Buckeyes because my brother Reese has went to Ohio State in '98, and I've been a fan of them since 2000. So
why wouldn't you have been a fan of '98?
I was too young. I was probably 7. I didn't know, football all that much when I was 7 years old. So,
okay, well, my uncle, he raised me. He wrestled for Ohio State.
Nice.
So yeah, I rooted for them. They're not my main team, but I'm partial. I root for y'all against Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Again.
Yeah, growing up, I watched Pac-10, Pac-12 football. And Big West football when UOP was in it. My college team ceased to exist.
Who is your
University of the Pacific was my original college team, but they canceled the football program. Because from Stockton, they did it years ago. I think I was a senior in college when they did, or I was right out of college. But they canceled our program, and I'd been watching some Auburn games because I got to meet a team back in the day, and they pulled out their Alabama shakes. They invited me to their frat house, and I pulled out something from Northern California, and I won. And they couldn't find me for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, that's why I'm an Auburn fan. It's got nothing to do with winning or losing.
Yeah.
But okay, now your basketball team.
Oh, Lord. The Sixers.
Okay. No, that falls in line with being a Sheagle fan. Okay. And and your baseball. Are you Phillies?
Yep, definitely the Phillies.
You could be an athletic support. Because the A's were founded in Philadelphia by Connie Mack.
We were
originally the Philadelphia Athletics.
We were the Athletics.
They did bring you all your first World Series.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So y'all gonna lose this weekend or what?
We're gonna win this weekend because we know how to play Washington. We've have championships games at home, obviously, and we've dominated each and every one of them except for obviously the 2000s ones.
Look, man, you only beat my team because y'all did cheap shots on Purdy. We got revenge the next year.
That ain't our fault, man.
We got revenge the next year.
Yeah, in the regular season.
Yeah, we beat you so bad last year. Y'all fucking end of the rest of your season. Embarrassing.
I'll come on here and admit this. Y'all did break us last year.
Yeah, that was last year though. This year you guys are flying high. And didn't I? Hold on. I said this in the beginning of the season though. I said my team is hurt too much.
Yeah.
I called it. I still got the video.
Yeah.
I called it.
I really wish we were playing the 49ers in that championship game, low-key. This one right here coming up.
If we had a healthy team, we would fucking stomp you.
Man, we would have a blast.
I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say, bro. My team didn't even make playoffs. Was it you guys that beat the Rams?
It was.
Yeah, thanks for beating the Rams, bro. Thanks for beating the Rams.
You mean the sorry Rams, bro?
Same old sorry ass Rams.
Same old sorry ass Rams.
That's right, man. That's right. No. Good luck to you guys on Championship Sunday. You
I
know,
appreciate
I'm not going to say I don't want you to win the Super Bowl because I really don't. I won't lie, but I'd rather you guys do it than the Foreskins.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason I say that is, what a great story for the Redskin organization, especially with their rookie quarterback. What a
Yeah.
great story, but I'm sorry. They should be called the Redskins.
Yeah,
The
thank
woke
you.
shit is over. It's time for this country to get its head out its fucking ass. They
Can
are
I
the
say this?
Redskins.
And can I say this too? The right person elected for president.
That's right. That's right.
There you go.
I ought to be crazy MAGA Uncle A-Bum, huh? No shit. But yeah, man, here's a dumb question. If Trey Lance was a good quarterback, he'd be starting somewhere in the NFL. Need I say more? Trey Lance is a bust, and thank you, Dallas, for taking him off our hands.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Even Philly fan right here appreciates Dallas having Trey Lance.
Yeah, thanks, Dallas.
Yeah, wasting all that money. Thank you so much.
Yep.
So, what are you thinking about the politics? Anything you'd like me to play for you to comment on? Kind of an open stream tonight. This is a retard-free zone.
Not really. Like, I'm just really excited for change as far as, like Trump goes. Like, not the best president in the world that I would have chosen, but anything's better than Kamala. I will say that.
Well, I would have chose DeSantis. I'm being honest about it. I spoke on it during the primary session, but hey, you know what? I voted for Trump in 3 general elections. I'm happy he's there, and I think he's killing it and crushing it.
Yeah.
He is. I don't know who the nominee will be in 4 years, but I know I won't be voting Democrat.
Yeah.
That's a hold on. This is bad. Okay, user, bro. I cannot get a cat.
Why not?
Okay, my new dog is a pit bull.
Oh shit.
Okay, and pit bulls eat cats. Literally. And the breeder that I got her from, he hasn't had a cat in his yard in maybe 30 years that hasn't been killed. So no, I don't need a cat. I don't want a litter box in my house. They stink. And I couldn't keep the cat outside because it would get ate. And yeah, that's where we're at. I have had cats in the past, but with this new dog I have, Bubbles, who I swear is part moose, no cats, bro. No cats.
I did see your dog when it snowed outside, so I was like, yo, that's a nice dog.
Oh yeah, and she's only 6 months old.
That big?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Turns out she's part mastiff. She's like her mom was a quarter mastiff. She's like an 8. Yeah, because they'll throw another breed in, to stop the inbreeding every few generations. And the guy that bred her, his name is Carlos. He's crazy as fuck. Great painter, though. Great fucking painter. But the guy's crazy as hell. And he was breeding dogs to fight. And he'd been trying to sell me a dog for a long time, and he finally did. He gave her to me for a song. And yeah, dude, this dog is, I saw the dog's dad, and he's got a head like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Huge. I don't want Bubbles to be that big, as big as her dad. But her mom, who died, got hit by a car because she was killing a cat in the street. Well, Carlos didn't maintain his fence, Fucking, she was pretty big too, So I was like, oh shit. So yeah, Bubbles would eat a cat. I got to keep her separate from the Chihuahua. She's friendly to the Chihuahua. She's friendly to Piper, but she's too big. Just too big, too much puppy. Too much puppy, you know. And hold on here, let me answer a question here. I think JD Vance will run in 2028 CPG. I do. But I'm still in the DeSantis camp. Trump earned my vote again.
There's definitely
He
a chance.
earned it again. Okay. And JD Vance has not earned my vote yet. DeSantis, I would vote for him in a primary. Period. I will vote for him in a primary. And in the primary, I vote with my conscience. In the general election, I vote with my brain. Does that make sense? You know, I'm a DeSantis guy. He's from my generation. I think JD Vance is the generation after my generation. He's closer to millennial than Gen X. And DeSantis don't give a fuck. He's a mean dago who enforces the fucking law. He's just as smart as Vance, except he's a Yale guy and Vance is a Harvard guy. You know, he served the country like Vance did, except he was an officer in the Navy, a JAG officer, got a legal mind. I mean, yeah, DeSantis is very well qualified to be president. You know, yeah, he's an older millennial. Yeah, he's an older millennial. You're right. And
I really thought he was in late 30s.
Man.
I really thought he was in late 30s.
He's Vance is one of the youngest vice presidents we've had. Wow. You know, in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. Okay, dude, look, I don't welcome deadbeat daddies here. Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't welcome that. Go spend some time with your kids. You spend more time on the internet than you do with your kids because you're a fucking loser. Get your kids at a Section 8 housing, okay? Maybe get a job so they can have some new clothes. Maybe get some nice Ohio State gear. You know, move out of your mom's house. You know, don't move back into the shed. You know, go get a place of your own so their kids can come see their dad. Okay? So call their mom's new husband, ask his permission, and see if you can go pick your kids up, take them to Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, buddy? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Make sure you read A.J. Brown book, sir, and go Buckeyes.
Ha! And now I will delete his comments and ban him from the channel. You are banned. There you go. I hate that guy like you don't know, man. All right. Rua, even with how bad Democrats are and out of touch with everyday Americans, it doesn't mean we should hold full loyalty to anyone but Trump. Look, man, look. I'm an American before I'm any political party, bro. Yeah. I'm an American. You know, America first means America first, not party first. The MAGA people, man, we voted for Trump, but we're not loyal to any Republican. Most of us MAGA guys grew up in Democrat households that are my age.
Can we kind of back up 20 days real quick? What are your reactions to everything that went down in New Orleans? Actually, everything that went down in LA as well. And how do you think that kind of, you know?
I think LA got what they voted for.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for them. I lived in California most of my life.
Yeah.
I was in the California Conservation Corps. You know, so I did some forestry work, fisheries work. I did a year. My wife, you know, spent most of her whole family, her brothers were all smoke jumpers. Her dad was a smoke jumper. My wife has worked on the wildland fires. LA got what it voted for. LA got what it voted for. Do you remember what happened in Paradise a few years ago? In Northern California, burned off the map. I've spent a lot of time in Paradise,
Mm.
a lot of time in Chico. That's Northern California. The same conditions that existed that wiped Paradise off the map are what wiped so much of LA off the map. You think they'd have fucking learned. California got what California voted for. Now, California is very lucky Trump won the election because they might get some help, but I think we need to help Palestine, Ohio first. We need to help North Carolina first. We need to help Hawaii first. You know, we need to, California can get in line behind all the other tragedies, get in line. Hawaii, you can be second to last because you get what you voted for.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I don't give a shit. Bro, LA's been stealing Northern California's water for years, and they put a lot of it directly into the ocean. So remember, Northern California and Southern California fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Let me just make that clear.
Yeah.
We hate each other. If you live south of fucking Bakersfield, I don't give a fuck about you. I grew up like that.
Well, that's why there's such a divide between Rams and 49ers fans.
Yeah.
And Raiders fans back when they were playing in LA too.
Raider fans are just retarded, bro.
Yeah.
Raiderism is a mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess I grew up picking on the retarded kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's somebody from Northern Cal. There you go. That's right. Well, help is coming, CPG. Help is coming. But yeah, I loved it when Kamala went, well, you're going to get $750 while their town was wiped off the map and everyone they love's under 4 feet of mud. I mean, shit. No, I do not have any pity for Southern Californians. I don't. If Maxine Waters represents your district, fuck you. Okay? If you voted for Adam Schiff to be your senator, fuck you. And that's where I'm at. You voted for it, that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get. And if we do help Californians, maybe Trump, but he's not going to do it that way because he's a good president, good guy. Check out them congressional districts and how they fucking voted in California. And help the ones that voted for him first. But Trump's not a Democrat. He's going to help everybody.
That's right.
I'm vengeful. He's not. Well, I hope he's not, because he's everyone's president. And yeah, that's a fact, bro. Yes, we do. Only good thing to ever come out of Southern California, as far as I'm concerned, is Pete Wilson. That's right. That's right. Oh, Trump has cut all foreign aid until the citizens of Palestine, Hawaii, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and California are helped. America first.
I'm going to go ahead.
He signed an executive order. Oh, you're going to leave me now, fucker?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. I'll give you your final word, bro. Let me make you big. You get your final word, and then I'll kick you the fuck out. Here we go. Your final word.
My final word is actually a question. Do you think the Eagles will finally get 5 rings, just like you guys will?
No.
Peace, A-Bomb. Thanks for letting me up, man.
Yep. Catch you later, man.
All right, peace.
Maybe Great Duke Bothers. Sorry to hear about your brother. Condolences. Seriously, bro. No trolling, no nothing on that. Serious condolences. No, where you hiding? No Eagle fan will ever see their team win 5 Super Bowls. I think that's pretty safe to say. It just is what it is. So what do we got here? Yes, it's going to be there. It's probably already on its way, dude. Probably already on its way. There's probably a lot of people in FEMA being fired. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit about FEMA workers not going to houses with Trump signs and shit? I mean, hey. Yes, and he will kill them all. That's kind of where it's at. George Bush, Trump's not going to try to make money on the cartels. The Bush family made all sorts of money on the fucking war, especially when the former CEO of Halliburton was vice president. Halliburton, Brown and Root, K-Bar, all that. Lots of money for the Cheney and Bush families. So fuck them all. Fuck them all. Thank you, Duke Bothers. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, a little bit of truth coming back to YouTube. I wonder if I'm going to get all my old channels back. Specifically the last one, Beantown Breakdown and I, where we got canceled live by fucking YouTube. I want him back. Damn it. Especially my 1,000 subscriber channel with multi-thousands, man. That would be great. That would be absolutely great. But a lot going on, man. And it's kind of, I'm here doing politics on here, which is fine. I just want to do me. And yeah, there's so much going on. It's hard to pick a spot where to start. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start doing a nightly broadcast of the Fallout Shelter, at least 5 nights a week. Keep it about an hour, 2 hours long. Just talking about what's happening that fucking day. Yeah. DE90, bro. That ain't you, bro. That ain't you. Man, dumb comments. So what do we got here? I got to read. Dashy, welcome to the show. This is actually my second major YouTube championship with Ohio State. Blah, blah, blah. 2015. Yeah, congratulations, Dashy. You are a legit Ohio fan. Don't know why you root for the Ducks, though. Don't understand that. But yeah, congratulations, Dashy. And what do we got here? Yeah, I agree, man. Chicks do not have dicks. Chicks do not have dicks. That's right. Yeah, and can someone check if that's a real DE90? Yeah, so when I ban that account, yeah. Danny Golding. Oh, shit. All right, let me let him in. Danny, hold up 2 fingers, bro. 2 fingers. There you go. All right. Yeah, people usually don't use Danny's image to porn bomb. What's up, Danny? How you loving the great America again, bro?
I didn't actually get a chance to watch really much of the inauguration coverage because I actually just got back to Phoenix today. I visited the Bay a little bit because it was my birthday on
Happy
Friday.
Happy birthday. So. How old are you, Dan?
I'm 28 now, actually.
28? No.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
Fuck. Damn. Danny, you make me feel so old. Yeah, I came on here right as you were getting legal. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I remember I turned 18, like, right when I first met you. So about 10 years ago, like, when I first, joined.
Now, are you a Trump supporter yet?
I'm not, but, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'll wish for the best, hope he does well.
You're not a hater, right? You're not a hater.
No, I don't think I'm much of a hater anymore. I mean, I enjoy watching, like, The Daily Show and some comedy shows that roast on him, but I don't consider myself necessarily a hater, though.
Well, why did you vote for Kamala?
I thought lesser of 2 evils.
Kamala was totally evil, bro. She wasn't even black. Candace Owens exposed her, dude. Kamala's not black. She's Irish and Goonie Goo Goo Indian. She's not black at all. The only time she had black blood in her was when she was dating Willie Brown and Montel Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her and Willie Brown had like a huge age difference, which I didn't even realize.
Yeah, well, dude, she fucked her way to the top. Come on, dude. Kamala, you got to give credit where credit's due. She has to be the ultimate blowjob queen because look how far it got her, a heartbeat away from the presidency. When that chick swallows, she must mean business. Just saying, a heartbeat away. So, what else is going on, man? What do you think about our Niners? Are we going to get Salah back?
Hopefully, that's definitely the best option for DC. I mean, for sure. But they need a backup plan if somehow he gets a head coaching job. They definitely need to.
Bro, they just need to offer him more money than any head coaching job would pay him.
Yeah.
Because Salah's got some reputation repair to do. If he wants to coach for a good team next time he's a head coach, he needs to go back and get a Super Bowl ring. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, as soon as he got fired by the Jets, I mean, people wanted him to.
That was a dumb decision on the Jets' part. The Jets were so stupid firing Salah.
Would you say that was all Aaron Rodgers? I mean, even he denies it, but the whole consensus is that
Aaron Rodgers got fucking McCarthy fired from Green Bay. So it only makes sense that he would want Salah fired. Aaron Rodgers don't win. He goes and he gets his coach fired. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Why does that not surprise me, Augusta? I mean, dude, I'm just telling you. You know, fuck Aaron Rodgers, bro. He's got his Netflix special and shit. He's fucking all weird and fucked in the head, dude. Just saying. You know, he is Coach Poison. That's what he is. You know.
Yeah, shout out to Og Gator, by the way. I've known him I first met him when I was 12. I remember him back in the
day. Bro, you were basically raised by what used to be the trash talk circle.
I know. I haven't seen a whole lot of it this year. I haven't followed it as much.
It died, bro. It died. I tried to do my part to, make trash talk great again, but the trolls won out, bro. The trolls won, so there is no more trash talk circle. And there probably never will be again because everybody wants to do live streams rather than take the time and actually do videos. Because live streaming is a lot easier than making a video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The best thing to do is have like a mixture of both and do like what a lot of the former radio guys like Larry Krueger and Damon Bruce who now do YouTube live. What they do is they'll do live streams and they'll clip parts of their live stream as individual videos.
Right. Oh, yeah. Good call, Weedy Wood. Bro, like I said, Aaron Rodgers, dude, biggest mistake of Mike McCarthy's football life. And, of course, Mike Nolan's biggest mistake, listening to Mike McCarthy, drafting somebody not named Aaron Rodgers, first in the draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I forget that other guy's name. What was his name again? Danny.
Alex Smith.
What was his name again?
I mean, he didn't have a good career as a Niner. He had an okay NFL career overall.
He had an okay career as a Niner, bro. He made it to one NFC championship game. Biggest game of his career was as a 49er, beating the Saints in the divisional round. He had that great run toward the end of the game.
I met Vernon Davis last year in Vegas when I was there for Super Bowl week, actually.
You met venereal disease?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, if Aaron Rodgers would have been in San Francisco instead of Green Bay, bro, we would have won at least one Super Bowl. Without a doubt. Because Alex Smith had the team when he went. And a Kaepernick hijack. And fuck Colin Kaepernick! By the way, I wonder if I can still say that on YouTube. I've lost channels for saying that too.
Yeah, if
fuck.
Alex had remained the quarterback, then it's possible that we beat the Ravens in that Super Bowl. I can't say for sure because like Kaepernick when he showed up when Alex got injured in 2012, I mean that was the best of his career too. So it might be hard to say like what would have happened.
Kaepernick had a great year the next year. Even though he lost the NFC Championship to the Seahawks, he had a great year. But you know,
he definitely did. But I'd say his best
I'll
overall
say
year
this:
would be
had Kaepernick just handed the
2012.
ball to Frank Gore instead of throwing it to Crabtree twice at the end of that Ravens Super Bowl, I wouldn't give a fuck what his politics are because he got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
because winning solves everything. Everything. Period. But, you know, I do have our newest championship ring, Danny. Have you seen it?
I don't know. I don't think I have actually.
All right. Kyle Shanahan's new championship ring. There you go. Last place. There's the toilet bowl. Right. And there's Kyle Shanahan's championship ring for this year. There you go. That's right. All Niner fans, this is our ring. We wear when we're talking football. There you go. Thank you, Shanahan, for being such a piece of shit. I hate you. I know you're not going to be fired. You're shit as a head coach. You'd make a great coordinator. You got the 2 Super Bowls on a defense Salah built. These are facts. These are facts. And if you actually understood the game, you wouldn't be Andy Reid's bitch and we wouldn't be so fucking mad. That's where I'm at, Danny.
If the thing goes well if they're able to complete the hiring of Clay Kubiak, even though Kyle's still supposed to call most of the offensive plays, he wouldn't necessarily call all the plays for every single game. So that would give Kyle
you either be a head coach or be a fucking coordinator.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He's supposed to find an offensive coordinator that he gels with, you know, because he paid no attention to special teams or defense. Look what happened. What, 6-11? Come on.
Oh yeah, now Nick Sorensen is the special teams coordinator instead of getting completely fired, he just got downgraded, which was kind of interesting. You usually don't see that happen.
Fuck Nick Sorensen, bro. Yeah, in CPG, I know he couldn't read a defense, but he could run like a deer, bro. Kaepernick still holds the rushing record for NFL playoff games. Kaepernick was a phenom, dude. I paid attention to him when he played for Nevada. You know.
Yeah, I remember watching Big Thizzle actually before we picked him in 2011, and he was also a big Nevada Wolfpack fan, and he's like, man, we should draft the Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, well, I remember watching Nevada come into Stockton to play against UOP way back in the day. You know, and UOP beat them. Just saying. But of course, Kaepernick was still a kid going to see Green Bay games back then. You know. Or was that before Green Bay? Right before the rise of Favre. You know?
Yeah, it's funny actually. I remember there was back in 2012. They showed a thing of when Kaepernick was in 4th grade. He wrote a thing saying, "I predict myself to play for either the 49ers or the Packers."
Yeah. Well, you know, Kaepernick grew up in Turlock, man, right down the road from Stockton, just south of Modesto. You know, the whole valley loved him. You know? Yeah. Everybody from the San Joaquin Valley loved Colin Kaepernick, bro. Because he was a Valley kid that made it to the local team. You know? And then, you know, he kind of betrayed all of us. You know? Why would I give a fuck about Jordan Love? I'm not a Packer fan. Purdy, better than Jordan Love. There you go. Jordan Love, he's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but If you want to be great, you got to win playoff games.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Super Bowl resume on. He doesn't have a Super Bowl on his appearance on his resume yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Key word yet. All them Packer fans are hoping so, but I hope not, because I remember when there were no Packer fans. I hate to break it to you. I remember when the Magic Man was the best hope you guys had in decades. I remember when nobody rooted for the Packers. I remember when nobody knew who the Bills were. I'm old like that. Old. Just saying. I remember when there were no Patriot fans outside of Massachusetts. And there were damn few Patriot fans in Massachusetts. I remember when Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans did not exist. Right. That's how old I am.
I felt like I was the only Warrior fan in Arizona before they won any of their championships. Like
You
when
were.
I moved when I was
You
young.
were. You straight up fucking were, Danny. Nobody gave a fuck about the Warriors, bro. I remember when the Kings were doing their thing with Chris Webber and Bibby and the boys. Everybody was fucking Kings, dude. And then when the Warriors fucking did it, the same people that were rocking King shit started rocking Warrior shit. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. I've been a Kings fan since they fucking moved to Sacramento. Just because they're there. And I'm not even a big basketball guy. Yeah. I root for the local teams. But do you like the championship ring? You like that? You like that? Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
So
it
you
doesn't
wanna-
become Kyle's ring for much longer.
Well, bro, it's his ring this year. Fuck you, Kyle. Win a Super Bowl. Change my mind. That's where I'm at with that. Remember, winning cures everything. Oh, yeah. CPG can straight tell you. Yep. That's right. Indeed, they have. But you know what? The loyal ones remain, bro. The loyal ones remain. Shout out to CPG for fucking staying loyal to his team. But anyways, hey, Danny, you want to host for a few minutes?
Sure.
All right, man. Take over because I'm going to go drop a deuce. I'll be right back.
All right, what's going on, Uncle A-Bomb stream? By the way, apologies for that light. Actually, I gotta hold on. Let me fix my lighting real quick. Make it look a little bit better in here. What's good, Uncle A-Bomb viewers? It is your boy Danny Golding TV in the house. What's good, CPG? What's good, Beantown Breakdown user, Timey Videos production. I'm trying to get back into doing some podcasts, actually, doing my own live shows. So I started my own stream called The Gold with Danny Golding. That's what I've done a few episodes of it. I'm gonna try to make it big and put it on Spotify and all that. So come check that out. Yeah, CPG actually, what you said was actually interesting a little bit when you were saying this. Y'all should have used both Smith and Kaepernick in the Super Bowl. I remember actually thinking back to then. I kind of had a similar. I thought about that during that playoff run when Alex was healthy enough to play. I was like, why not just try to use both of them somehow? Throw teams off guard. Seeing. Yeah, where you're hiding, I don't know if you're still watching, but yeah, I was gonna try to join the stream when you were still on, but had to get my studio ready. Let's see. So Avon was saying the TTC might be dead. It very well could be, but does anyone know if any Hate Week videos were actually made this year? Was there any interaction whatsoever between fan bases at all? Oh yeah. CBG talking about after he got injured playing for the Washington football team with the, or you probably talking. You said concussion. Probably talking about a different time. Yeah, because that was from that leg injury that he came back from, and I don't think he I'm pretty sure he was fully healthy once he did come back too. But yeah, that was crazy, man. He almost, and there were some similarities. I think it was on the anniversary of Joe Theismann. Yeah, CBG. I don't think he, because from what I remember, the game that he got injured against the Rams, or actually no, I think I know what you're referring to. You're probably referring to in the same game. And so it was a game against the Rams where I remember we tied, and it was the first time I ever had seen a tie. I guess that's probably the game you're talking about when he was kind of concussed. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because I guess I don't remember him actually coming out of that game. Now that I think about it, yeah. So Kaepernick started the next game where he played the Bears on Monday night. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but I believe it was exactly on the anniversary of when Joe Theismann hurt his leg at the same stadium. Yeah, exact same date, same time of the game, or crazy weird coincidences like that. Yeah, CBDG, that makes sense. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, because not. I did see. I think I watched some of that documentary actually. Let's see. But yeah, I did see what it looked like after the surgery he got on it. I'm looking. I'm putting it on Google Images right now. Whoa. Yeah, it looks like it literally looks like a whole bunch of sunburnt on it almost. Yeah. Yeah, let me share the screen real quick. What the? Yeah, dang.
Hold on, Danny. Ugh, I'm going outside, bro.
Okay.
Got to have my smoke. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
All right, man.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I want to give the snow report.
Yeah, what's the snow
From
like there? Yeah, give us a weather report on your stream.
yeah, got to give the weather report. All right. So, let me turn the camera on. All right, can you see me? All right. Okay. There it is, brother. There it is.
Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, this is on the Gulf of America, bro. Look. Look, there's my van. All
Yeah.
snowy. The old legendary Toyota. Look at how much snow I got on my garbage can, bro.
And it rarely snows in Alabama, huh?
Dude, look at the seal. That's City of Mobile, Alabama, right there in the garbage can.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. It's fucking cold, bro. It's cold. But I figure, I want to come have a smoke. I mean, got my cleaning barrel there. Look at that.
Yeah, I love looking
got
at
my
the snow
wheelbarrow
like
upside down there.
from a
Huh?
distance. I love looking at snow. I mean, I like visiting Flagstaff where it sometimes snows also, but I really like looking at the snow and I don't actually have to deal with having to shovel it and all that shit.
Oh, I'm actually going to have to shovel this. Look how deep that is.
I know.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll be out here tonight shoveling some snow.
Yeah, it's 41 degrees here and it feels cold as shit, but
Okay, let me see what it is here. It's 20 degrees here. There's the thermostat. How's that?
Yeah.
in Mobile, Alabama. Moved here to get away from this shit, dude. What the fuck? What's up with the global warming, Danny? You call this global warming?
I mean, I guess it's
Huh?
just another form of climate change. It occasionally it'll snow in my town where I live 40 minutes from Phoenix, and it'll occasionally snow here. Like
Dude,
not
climate
that
changes
much, but
4
it's just
times a year. It's called the seasons, right? This is Alabama, Danny. Mobile, Alabama on the Gulf Coast. That's fucking inches of snow. Look at that. I mean, come on, Danny.
I mean,
Come on, bro.
global warming I think means more than just warm weather.
Bro. Bullshit. Danny, we got to change your mind on this shit. That environmental bullshit, dude, no prediction any environmentalist has ever made has been right. Because back in the 70s and 80s, bro, they were talking about global cooling. In the 90s, it became global warming. And then when neither one really happened, it's called climate change. Al Gore said the polar bears will all be drowned and dead by 2012, bro. What happened? Just saying.
Yep. I think I remember when I was 9, my mom took me to see the Al Gore's movie, The Inconvenient Truth.
Yeah. And inconveniently, none of it came true. I saw the movie too. You know? No, bro. I'll tell you what, this is some bullshit right here. I want global warming. I want a sun flare. I want something. I want all this shit to go away. To go away. I left northern Idaho to get away from this shit. Look at the racks on my truck, for God's sakes. Look at the future studio, for God's sakes. Look at all that snow on the roof. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Look at that. Look, snow. No. Bullshit. Danny, I fucking hate snow, bro.
I don't know if you can see my thing that well. Look at this is when a few years ago when it snowed in my neighborhood. You can see
I
with
can't.
on the
There was snow there?
yeah, it snows. I live near North Scottsdale, and it sometimes will snow here occasion. Like
Yeah, I've been to
sometimes in February
Scottsdale.
it'll snow there. Yeah.
Well, dude, this here's like an Idaho snow, dude. I mean, I remember, living in Stockton, we'd get dusted every 20 years. You know what I mean? Maybe a half inch if we were lucky, so it'd still be in the yard, when we woke up. But this is Idaho fucking level fucking snow. And, my wife and I were talking, if we still lived in Idaho, we'd both be going to work. But here in Alabama, they've shut down the whole fucking state, bro. Huh?
I guess they don't have snow. They don't have a snow pal.
They have no snow removal equipment whatsoever. None.
Yeah, I heard it snowed in New Orleans too.
Well, yeah, New Orleans is only a couple hours away.
Oh. I
like,
want to go there for if the Niners are playing there next year. I'm thinking about making a trip out there for that. Possibly.
I will be at that game. I will be in New Orleans to see the Niners win. So I'll meet you there.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's my game next year. Ugh. I didn't get to go to one this year, but I'll go to that. I have no excuse not to go. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go. We're not those type of fans. We're not TV fans over here. That's not who we are. Shit, I saw O.J. Simpson play as a 49er. Tells you how old I am, huh? I saw Jim Plunkett wear number 16 as a 49er. You know what I'm saying, Danny?
Yeah.
Danny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you see John Brody play as well?
A little before my time. Brody was a little before my time. As was Spurrier. Spurrier was a little before my time. Had a soft spot for the Florida Gators when he was coaching them. You know what I mean? Because he'd been our quarterback, the old ball coach. Anyways, I'm going to exit here and I'll be back soon. I'm just walking to the studio.
For sure. Sounds good. Yeah, there's A-Bomb in little winter wonderland in Alabama. Yeah, it does. It's probably better if I showed brought this up my computer, but yeah, this is when my front yard when it snowed. This is about 3 years ago this month actually, January, or sorry, 4 years ago now this month, January 2021. There's a little snow flurries in my backyard. CBG really? I didn't realize Al Gore claimed he invented the internet. That's funny. I didn't know that.
There it is. There we go. Shit, I'm gonna keep my hand. My ears are still fucking cold. Coming into my heated house. Cold. Got to get the right headphones. Hold on. And I'm unmuted. Just had to get some shit done, you know. Had to go have a smoke. So, Danny, I got to red pill you, bro. I got to red pill you. I'm trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to grow up in a prosperous and wonderful America. Have you graduated college?
No, yeah, I got to go back to it. Because I've just been working for the last few years, like since before COVID. The last time I did community college, but I do want to get back into doing it, even though I don't have to, but I do still want to. I think that's be a goal to do eventually, like go back to it. But.
Right. Yeah. That's say. Oh, don't worry. I will, CPG. I will. So, Danny, brother, what do you think about Biden pardoning his family and all these preemptive pardons? You know, the J6 committee and Milley and all that shit.
Yeah,
What do you
well,
think
what
of
I'll say
that?
about like for the January, like a lot of the people that he pardoned are people that actually beat cops. Now, for the whole party that's supposed to be on the blue side, I don't know if that's the best.
No. I'm talking about the Biden pardons.
Right, but you also brought up like January 6th as well, and so yeah, I was just
I did because the January 6th people were political prisoners.
As for his
They
family,
did nothing wrong.
I mean,
the only person murdered on January 6, 2021 was shot by the United States government.
No, that is true. That is true.
That's
but,
totally
I mean,
true.
There were cops that were also beaten though as well.
Yeah, and Nancy Pelosi admitted she was at fault on her daughter's little documentary. And Trump did offer 10,000 troops. And explain to me about Ray Epps.
Yeah, I've seen that. That one, I actually don't even know. I think both sides were playing that and being like, "What the fuck is
Dude,
that?" I'm not sure exactly.
Joe Biden created political prisoners in the United States of America. That's exactly what that was. They let the people in, dude. They're going to release more footage. I hate to break it, dude. You got Danny. Quit watching MSNBC. Quit watching CNN. You know, don't worry too much about Fox News. Check out like Newsmax. Or check out like Sky News. Or
I am sub to Sky News on YouTube. Actually, I do follow that. The only occasionally my dad will watch like Chris Hayes, which on MSNBC, which I'll watch sometimes. But I don't.
Chris Hayes is a faggot piece of shit with no credibility. Credibility.
CNN even has a conservative guy on there now.
No, he's a rhino. Look. I'm going to help you, Danny. I'm going to help you. Okay. I'm going to find. I want to give you a good YouTube channel to watch. Okay. I'm going to recommend it to all of you guys. Okay. This guy is hilarious. And he's from my generation. He's got the same degree I have. You know what I'm saying? So okay, I'm just looking for they're all really great. They're all really great. But yeah, let me share one of his. I'll share his latest video. I'm going to put it here in the chat. Okay. And copy link. All right. Boom. And okay. There we go. Because I don't want the sound bleeding in. All right. I'm going to put this link in here. And I want you to take it. Okay. This guy's pretty fucking good at what he does. And he brings the facts, bro. And this is some stuff you need to see. You know, there he is.
I've seen some of Mark. My friend showed me some of Mark Dice. I've seen some of his stuff before. I'm familiar with him.
You need to watch it, bro. Mark Dice will set you straight. I'm serious. Don't vote against the interest of our country, Danny. Okay? MAGA. I mean, why would Biden pardon people not even accused of a crime? You know, in his last minutes leaving office, like Dr. Fauci. Not even accused.
Well, yeah, I wonder about that
guilty.
too. I think it has to do with like Trump saying that he's going to try to go after them. I think that's what it has
Okay,
to.
do you remember 4 years ago when they were all worried that Trump was going to pardon his family? Do you remember that?
Not specifically his, because who in his family, I don't remember who in his family was being charged or whatnot at that time, actually. So not exactly.
You don't remember? Hold on. I'm trying to bring something up here. Boom. Okay. I'm looking up something here from a pretty credible source, even though she once worked for Fox News. She still gave some hell, right? And let me see. I'm looking up something here. Looking up something for you. Ah! All right. Let me fast forward here. Okay. All right. Ah! Okay. Danny, I got to show this to you. Okay. Because you're my friend and I care. I really care, bro. I really care. Right? I really care. And let me stop screen sharing there. I care. So I want you to watch this. And then tell me what you think, because this here is Joe Biden from 4 years ago. Check it out.
December 2020.
President Trump is reportedly considering a wave of preemptive pardons. Does this concern you? All these preemptive pardons?
Well, it concerns me in terms of it, what kind of precedent it sets and how the rest of the world looks at us as a nation of laws and justice. We're not going to see in our administration that kind of approach to pardons.
You're not? Really? And they were all saying it. By the way, Adam Schiff was on camera. He got a pardon because he was on the J6 committee. Liz Cheney got a pardon.
And all the staffers.
Yeah, all the staffers. Kinzinger, right. He was just out 2 weeks ago saying I wouldn't take a pardon.
And by the way, they don't have to accept them.
That's
they
right.
Could say,
but there's a question
wrong.
about whether it's valid if they don't accept.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's a legal debate on whether you must say I accept. And I think most lawyers say, yeah, you do. You have to say I accept it in order for it to be valid for you.
You're muted, A-Bomb.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that should be noted. I guess. I mean, it looks kind of hypocritical.
Biden's dirty, bro. Corrupt. The Hunter Biden laptop. Remember that? Remember how 51 or whatever intelligence experts said it was false, and then it turns out to be true?
I heard that Twitter really only censored it for a day.
Twitter censored it for more than that, bro. All the internet censored it. Facebook censored it. Twitter censored it. All of
So
them,
yeah,
bro.
so what do you think about Mark Zuckerberg getting rid of the fact check? And
I think Mark Zuckerberg is scared as fuck. That's what I think. I'm sorry, dude. That pig didn't change his stripes. He still looks like a fucking alien. Mark Zuckerberg's still a fucking creep. And because of Mark Zuckerberg giving 500 million, we ended up with Biden as president. And right now, Mark Zuckerberg's running scared. Because I really hope that Trump breaks Meta up with antitrust laws. And I hope he breaks up Google as well. He needs to break them all up, bro. Period. Yeah, Hunter's Coke in the White. Yes, you should watch Charlie Kirk. I agree. It was Hunter's Coke in the White House. Yes. Yeah, Danny. I mean, are there any questions you want to ask me? Because I know you're on the other side, and I'd be happy to answer.
yeah, sure. So it was interesting. So before I watched your stream, I watched something. I don't know. Do you know who Brian Tyler Cohen is? He's
No.
someone kind of similar to. He's like the opposite of Mark Dice. I saw just his little thing he did on Snapchat. So he was responding like to the bishop
The
there.
what?
The bishop that spoke in the national prayer.
You mean the dyke that tried to humiliate President Trump? You mean
Sure,
the
if you
dyke
wanna
that
call it
goes
that.
against the Bible and Leviticus from
mean,
the Episcopalian Anal Sex Church?
I mean, I don't.
That
Just
one?
because you're gay doesn't mean you can't be Christian. Right?
I'm sorry, bro. The Bible says specific things about a pastor. A woman shouldn't be a pastor.
I mean, I think
Men
that's a
are
little
supposed
bit
to leave.
outdated.
It's right
but-
there, bro.
No, I know, but I mean that's.
I mean, don't go calling yourself a Christian if you're not.
Well, I'm personally.
The Episcopalians
because
are
of
not
that,
Christians, bro.
Like I used to
You
go
cannot believe in Christ and anal sex at the same time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I'm more. I would say
I
I'm
got nothing against
agnostic.
gay people, but leave people's religion alone. Go. You have your own woke religion. No, I think it was a disgrace what she did, and I think it's a slight on our country. It shows how much class lesbians don't have, and why we should not have them in power, like the LA Fire Department.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just like a message, telling him to use compassion, like think about, who people that might be affected by.
Well, I don't give a fuck how illegal aliens are affected. I don't give a fuck. They can go be affected somewhere else.
So, do you think they should anyone who's not a citizen should be deported? Like,
I think anyone that's here illegally should be deported. Period. The term is illegal alien. They broke the law coming into our country. Send them home. Do you know what country in North America has the strictest immigration laws?
Mexico. I learned that from watching your stream. Like,
that's right. Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico. So yeah, I'm sorry. I have no pity on any illegal alien. I see him crying and shit at the border. No effect on me other than happiness. Sorry, dude. I got to deal with them every day when I go to work. You don't live in my world. You don't understand. They lowball my wages. They don't pay taxes. No, they don't. They don't.
Well, in the video that I watched, I learned that they pay like billions in taxes overall. That's what I
pay would be fucking local taxes and sales taxes. They're not paying income tax, Danny. They don't have Social Security numbers. So, yeah. Think about that. And then what they take in goods and services is more than they pay in taxes, right? Come on, dude. They're on all the federal programs. They got sanctuary cities and states putting them up, feeding them. Hell, illegals in Chicago make more money than I do. What's up
Right,
with
now,
that?
I don't think any of it should make more than American citizens, of course, but I know a lot of them get paid
Think
like
they
$7
should
an
go
hour.
home. I think they should go home.
I mean,
And
I don't
your
completely disagree
generation,
with that, but I mean,
your
not
generation needs
all
to
of them,
get
though.
off its ass and get into the trade so we don't lose those skills or knowledge.
No, do
Because
you
when
think there's-
America was right, a journeyman certificate was equivalent to a bachelor's degree. And the funny thing is, most people that are journeymen in any trade make more than people with bachelor's degrees. But we don't have any respect, and you don't understand why we don't want illegals here. Because we don't want to compete against them, Danny. One of the reasons I went out of business in California is, and I was in the union, Danny, a union contractor, right? Good liberal, supposed to support labor, right?
Yep.
Right? My family did, bro. I did. I'm still at, I'd love to be in the union again with the new shop if the union was right, but they're not. Painters Union endorses every Democrat coming down the pike without question. So I'm not a member of. They gave us Gay Davis. We had to throw him out. They fucking did me. They did us a union guys so bad. I was the last union shop in Stockton, Danny, in my hometown. Do you want to know why I shut that business down? It wasn't just the economy in 2004. It was, I had to be have a contractor's license. I had to have my workman's comp insurance, my liability insurance, my bond, right?
Right.
And California wouldn't defend my work. They let unlicensed contractors, illegal aliens, do whatever they want. I couldn't compete. So why would I give a fuck about those illegals?
Now, do you think
When those illegals helped
do you think
destroy
some
a
of them should
shop
get
my grandfather opened in 1952.
Right. Do you think some of them should get a path to legal
No.
citizenship?
No, fuck you. Get out of my country. We can talk about people well let in by what our country needs. Our country doesn't need more labor. Our country needs your generation to get off its fucking ass. Stop playing video games and jacking off in mama's house and go out and get an apprenticeship and learn a fucking trade and build this country like your fathers and grandfathers and great grandfathers and so on have done. That's what I believe in, Danny. We got a real shortage of masculinity in men. The best two ways to make a man in this country are the military and the trade unions. And I really believe in that. I've signed 82 journeyman cards, Danny. 82. That's how many guys I've taught the trade to while I was in the union. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, man. I mean, you do know I was raised a union Democrat, right?
Yeah, well, I know you were raised a Democrat, at least. I remember you saying that.
I'm a hardcore
I know you were in
Democrat, bro.
I know you were in a union too. I didn't just.
I hate the Bush family. I hate Reagan because those are the two that really destroyed the fucking unions. And the unions did a lot to destroy themselves by just endorsing Democrats without question. When Trump came down the escalator in 2016, that was the first time I ever heard a presidential candidate say what I was thinking. Because before Bill Clinton, the Democrats were against illegal immigration. Republicans were all for it so they could bust the unions out. Do you see how shit works? And Bill Clinton, the day he signed NAFTA, the last day I was a Democrat. Last day, and I worked for him. I met him.
Yeah.
Met Al Gore, too. I voted for Al Gore. George Bush stole that election, just like Biden stole 2020. That's part of the fucking game, Elections have been stolen for years. Kennedy stole it from Nixon. if you know your history, you know.
No, I was only 3 during the 2000 election, but I was like watching some stuff about that lately. I thought it was kind of a conflict of interest because George Bush's brother was the governor of Florida, and that's the state that had the vote counts being like where they had
Uh-huh.
to determine the election.
And they kept counting and counting until Bush won. Just like they kept counting and counting until Biden won 4 years ago.
So the thing about that is the fact that before the 2020 election, Trump was basically said, "Oh, if I don't win it, it's rigged." Basically, so that's why it's hard to. And I mean, it was
Trump was absolutely right about the 2020 election.
But like even before the election itself even happened, he was already basically. I mean, it basically seems like he wouldn't accept any result that doesn't put him.
The
like,
only time I ever saw the counting of the ballots stopped, we've seen it twice, the election was stolen. In my lifetime, Al Gore got robbed. He should have been president, not W. And Trump got robbed. And now the Democrats, because they robbed him, got to deal with him for another 4 years. Because, you know, yesterday could have been Trump's final day in politics. But y'all fucked up. Just think,
Now,
had Biden not stole the election, y'all would be rid of Trump right now.
I mean, I've thought about that too. If he would have won in 2020, then that would have, then yeah, he would be doing right now. But so if Democrats can steal elections, how come they didn't steal this one?
Because the Republicans were ready for it. The Republicans were ready for it. They already had the lawyers in place, everything in place. The Republicans were ready. Laura Trump, Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, chairwoman of the co-chair of the Republican Party, they were ready. You can't stop a steal on election day. You got to do that shit long before election day. But let me crack this delicious drink open. How do you like my drink there? You like that? Liberal tears.
I
See
see you
that?
got that from somewhere in Alabama.
Oh, I got it off of TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of TikTok, what do you think about that whole shenanigans that happened where it got banned for like 12 hours?
Okay, hold on. Let me get a drink here. I want to tell you all about that.
Well, actually, let me get an actual drink because I was just drinking the sparkling water. Let me actually get some actual drink. Hold on.
Let's wait till Danny gets back. Let him go get something to drink, everybody. And we'll talk about the TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to tap into the panel, the link is pinned, and I'll post it again. Right. Oh, Danny, yeah. I'd love to talk about TikTok because we gotta. I don't know if Trump did a rope-a-dope or a flip-flop because you never really know because Trump does a lot of rope-a-dopes. Okay.
Yeah, and he did in 2020. I remember he was the first one that suggested that TikTok should be banned because of the with China.
Trump was the first one that cited TikTok needs to be banned because it's a Trojan horse for the Chinese to steal all of our fucking information. Was Trump wrong? No, absolutely fucking right. Okay. And it's like one of the few things Biden did that I thought was a good idea. Okay. And I love TikTok. Don't get me wrong. I'm on it. I get more views there than I do here. You know, and Congress passed it and Biden signed it and they were banned. Okay. Well, Trump did a lot of his campaigning on TikTok this time around and saw how effective TikTok was by getting to people your age and younger because he won your demographic this time. You know that, right? You're in the minority of your generation if you did not vote Trump. Most of the people your age voted Trump.
Because I remember before it was announced he was going to run again, I remember someone saying, "Oh, Gen Z would not let that happen." Would not. Sure enough, it did. So
sure enough, it did. Well, y'all wanted a future. You know what I mean? And I think Trump flip-flopped on it. But he did it because it's to his advantage and part of his fucking negotiation tactics. You know, he's gonna handle what TikTok needs to be handled, but he just kept a promise to your generation. Less censorship. I mean, come on, you know how censored I was over the past 4 years.
Yeah.
I lost like 10 channels just because I wanted to speak the truth. I wanted to speak the truth about COVID and Dr. Fauci. But if I said something like, if you wear a mask and you can smell a fart particle is a lot bigger than a fucking virus. Do nothing to protect you. That's 8th grade fucking science. You know what I
Only
mean?
if it's like an N95. Those are like the only ones that are really that effective, or like the.
Yeah, but you can still smell a fart. Mask did
Probably, I
no
don't know.
good.
I do know that that's one time I did have to wear an N95 when I don't think I could smell any. I don't know if I could smell anything then, but I
And
don't. Someone
Fauci
farted. So I don't know if I could.
well, bro, the only way you can stop that fart particle or that virus from getting through to you is if you have an air-fed mask or you're wearing something with the fucking proper cans on it. I know that. I mean, being a painter, you know what I mean? I have to wear those things all the time. Kind of an expert on the mask, bro. The trade trained me in that. You know? I mean, yeah. But here's one of the reasons Trump won. Trump went to the people. And Trump went everywhere. That's right. Talking to the people. Kamala wouldn't talk to anybody. Neither would Biden. They just run attack ads and pay people to go up there. I mean, hey, it is what it is. CPG, tap the fucking link, dude. You know? So, yeah, bro. Trump flip-flopped on TikTok because it was to his advantage. I will freely admit that. How's that?
No, yeah, that's good. I mean, a lot of people also admit that he probably lied about Mexico paying for the wall in 2016. I mean,
oh no, with tariffs and shit, Mexico's going to pay for the wall. Mexico's going to definitely pay now.
Speaking of tariffs, so isn't that going to make things more expensive though? Isn't that going to?
Well, not really, because Biden has inflation jacked so high right now. What tariffs against Canada and Mexico will do, okay, they're going to make both of those countries heel to our will, because we are Canada's economy and we are Mexico's economy. So if they want to get right, the tariffs will go away. If they don't want to get right, we'll destroy their economies and take them over. That's how I look at it. Especially Canada. 51st state. Time to liberate Canada from all that woke nonsense they got up there. Let's give Canadians a constitution that gives them rights that cannot be taken away. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Weed's legal in the entire country there, as opposed to just certain states. I mean, that's one thing they might have.
Oh, I got Unknown 2.0 backstage. Hold on. You know what I got to do, Danny? I got to put up the porn shield. Is that a good one?
So that's the 2 fingers thing. That's why I want me to hold up 2 fingers.
Yeah, he's putting up. Put up 1 finger. Okay. Okay, so let me add you here. All right, Unknown, what's going on?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Pretty.
Nothing much, man. What you doing?
Not much. Watching Family Guy, listening to you guys talk.
Nice. What's that flag behind you?
Oh, that's the Mexican flag.
Why are you waving that?
It's my heritage.
Oh, damn. So should I put up a British flag behind me?
I mean, that's up to you, man.
Nah, you're wearing the MAGA, bro. I know where your heart is. I know where your heart is.
My heart's in both sides, man. I'm gonna be real with you. We got to get rid of those cartels.
Oh, yeah, dude. We're going to blow them fuckers off the map.
I agree with that. Yeah, get rid of the cartels. I just don't know if I agree with deporting every single every single
If
one.
If you're
that would
not
be
here
ideal.
legally, I want you to go home. I ain't gonna lie.
My thing is, you got to be careful. You can't just go around hurting innocent civilians, bro. Especially how I got family out there, bro. I don't want that.
Well, then tell them to go home. Hold on, shit. Why'd your mic get muted? There you go. Tell them to go home.
Yeah.
There it is. Sorry. It's just a harsh reality, bro.
Yep.
If you
But
don't belong here and you cross the border illegally, go home.
no, like family out there in Mexico.
Well, you know what nation has the strictest immigration laws in North America, don't you?
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah. So why doesn't Mexico live by the standard they want to hold us to?
Those border patrol agents don't like the Venezuelans at all. They'll eat them for breakfast.
Well, shit. As long as they do it before they cross that border, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like those, bro. I've seen a lot of videos of these border patrol agents. They're fed up, bro. Like right in that border between Guatemala and Mexico, right? They're fed up with the fucking immigration, bro. They're sick of it.
No, hopefully Mexico puts its army down there and stops them from getting in. Mexico does have an army. They can use it.
It's a beautiful country. I'm telling you, Mexico is a beautiful country.
It is. It is. I've been there, bro. My godparents are from Mexico.
Yeah, I've been to Rocky Point.
Yeah, my first wife was Mexican, bro. You know what I'm saying? My grandkids are half Mexican. You know, it's not like I don't like Mexicans, bro. It's just come into my country the right way. That's all I ask.
I agree.
Yeah, because here's what people don't realize. They try to use the emotion, you know. They're going to deport Abuela, right? Well, the thing is, working in the trades, I see contractors and general contractors and subcontractors working these guys under slavery conditions. If they get hurt, they're not going to the hospital. They're going home. They don't want it to be found out by OSHA that their people got hurt. Their safety conditions, they lower safety conditions on my jobs, my work. They lower wages on my job, my work. They make what I do worth a lot less. Okay? I don't like that. Because of the amount of illegal aliens in the trades, it's hard for tradesmen to get benefits, you know, for their kids, right? But the illegals, they'll come in, they'll work in the trades, and then their woman and their kids are getting all the government benefits. And our families get bupkis. I'm sick of it. I want them all deported. All of them. And like every other country on the planet that has a brain, let immigrants in that have something our country needs. You know what I'm saying? If our country needs doctors, let doctors in. If our country needs carpenters, okay, let carpenters in. And if we do it the right way, then all workers are aware of their rights that my ancestors fought for, like the 8-hour workday, et cetera, right? My grandfather marched with Cesar Chavez in California. My mother, as a teenager, and my aunt, they made sandwiches, and my uncle, they made sandwiches for the Juego in California when the Mexicans that were all in the farm workers union went on strike. So it's not like I'm not sympathetic. You know what I'm saying? But we were able to win rights for the farm workers because they were here legally, bro. Back in those days. We were able to win them their rights and get rid of the short hoe. This is why I want them all deported. I want people to come in the right way and have workers' rights. Go ahead.
I want the Venezuelans deported, bro. Those motherfuckers just put a bad name on Hispanics, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, send them back to their communist country. And if their country wants to kill them when they get back, let them kill them. I don't give a shit. That's where I'm at, bro. I know Mexico is a brother country to the United States. I know the Mexican government is set up based on the model the United States created. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know, I know a little bit about Mexican history too. You know, and the thing is, bro, you got to have people in here legally, because when you got people that are coming in that don't know their fucking rights, they'll do anything for a buck. You know, including work for less. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck, Judah, you're on point.
Yeah, he's
You're on
point.
point. Yeah.
No,
CBG, I'm reading you too.
My entire family came here legally, bro. So I can't
Legally
really say
or illegally?
legally.
Right?
Yep.
Well, then I got no problem with them. None. No problem with them. Are you going to tell me illegal aliens make your life better? You know what I mean?
Shit.
You know, I mean, you know, if these Latin countries are so great, why aren't people wanting to sneak into them? You know?
Yes. Yeah. Why are people talking about, why are people making Mexican music about Sinaloa and shit? It's kind of dangerous, isn't it?
Well, where's Sinaloa at?
It's in Mexico.
There you go. There you go. There you go. No, brother, like I said, bro, I don't hate anybody because of their heritage. I don't even hate the illegals. I just want them to go home because I hate what they do. And I hate a lot of the shit that happens to them. Because when you decrease the respect and cost for labor in this country, then you really hurt the country. You know what I'm saying? You really hurt the country.
Yeah, I understand. You lower down the wages and shit. It's just,
Yeah.
you're putting pretty much foreigners over people that are
Yes.
actually born here pretty much.
Right. Well, here's a little thing for you, right? Before Reagan busted the unions out, the painters union was working on a 32-hour work week. Painters were making $25 an hour in 1980 with full benefits. Everybody was happy making money. After they busted the union out, the painters union had $16 an hour and no benefits. And non-union was paying like 10. You know, think about that. Yeah. Yeah. You know, in order for our country to get correct, bro, we got to get labor correct. Because the construction trades have moved more people from poverty to prosperity than any other type of job in history in any country. It's the building trades that build countries. It's not office workers. It's not bachelor's degrees. It's journeymen that build America. And apprentices that build America. You know, that's why I'm anti-illegal immigration. Race got nothing to do with it. Language got nothing to do with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's that behavior they inherited in fucking South America, bro. Like, they come here thinking they run shit, wanting to get 5 stars hotels, man. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Not like, dude, you should have not even gone through Mexico, bro. Mexico should have just kicked you all the way through fucking.
They should have stopped them at Guatemala. They should have stopped them at Guatemala. You know, just facts. You know, I mean, look at all the children that are in sex trafficking, like 300,000. We don't know where they are.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to mention that shit too. It's like I've had these feminists, right? They're Hispanic feminist chicks talking about how, oh, like, what about the kids being separated from their parents? I'm like, what about the kids being trafficked? My bad, but
Yeah, they're separated from their parents, right? They're separated from their parents.
They're being trafficked.
Yeah, sold as meat. Right. You're absolutely right. No, let's get our man in here. Hello, brother. How you doing?
What up, man? What's going on? How you guys doing?
Just talking some politics, bro.
Yep.
Is that a Jerry Rice Raiders jersey I see behind you, bro?
Oh,
Yep.
God. That makes me sick. Danny, don't encourage him.
Yeah, that makes
Don't
me
encourage him.
makes me sick too, to be honest.
That's a real deal Raider jersey right there. Both of them are.
Oh, God, that's
Reebok.
just so
Those are
disgusting.
Reeboks. Those are
That's
from
so
the-
disgusting. Hey, just remember what house you're in right now. You know, you're in the house of the Raider hater, baby.
Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
all good.
Right there. But I love you. You know I do.
I got one right here. See that? Let's see.
What a waste of money. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
No, that's fire.
Judah
That's
Tribe,
Allen.
we fought a civil war over that, bro. Yeah. So what's your take on what we're talking about today?
Well, you know, I like people, right? I like people with ideas, right? I mean, that's what immigration is about for me, right? That's how we have all these great ideas, all this technology. But I like it done the right way, just like everybody else does, you know?
Right.
Like, so how I kind of see how it's been played out is like Gen Z realizes that they're going to be working for nothing, right? They realize that, and a lot of countries, youth has realized that. Like China, they have this thing called "lay down, let it rot," and I believe that's what North America and all these other people are doing. The only difference between America and China is
Hold on, stop. Let me back you up a second.
Okay.
I want you to explain that thing and name it again that they're doing in China, because I'm not familiar with it. Tell me about it.
Oh, lay down and rot is basically the China youth realize that they work all these hours and they don't get anything, right? It's all because it's all for the country. It's all for China. It's all for Mother China. They don't really, and they realize that. So they're basically have given up. They're like, they don't want to work. You don't want to work your whole life for nothing, right? So
Right,
they have this whole thing that the saying that's basically translates to "lay down, let it rot." You could kind of look it up later on when we get off. But
No, I'm
that's
looking up now, brother.
But basically, that's what I think North Americans, you know, Gen Z is like, hey, you know, they're not going to work 40 hours for 40 years and get a house, bro.
Right.
They're not going to get. They're not, you know, and they realize this, and so they're they're like, screw it, we don't want to do it either. But the difference between China and America is China don't let immigrants into their country. America does. So they let all these guys come in here, like you said, to water down the workforce because of what people don't want to do, right? Because nobody wants to do it. But other people will come here and work and be happy to do it. And that's why they say, oh, Americans won't, you know, go out and harvest fruit. And that's not true.
Right.
People will go out and do that, but you got to pay them.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
going to go out
I
there.
agree.
They're not going to go out there and do it for $10 or $15 an hour, dude.
No,
what I mean?
no. So hold on. I got it up right here. Okay. Can you guys see that?
A little bit, but yeah, it's got to be a little bit.
Yeah, lay down and rot. Is it LDAR? It's an acronym that stands for lay down and rot, or lie down. Okay. It is a state of being that a person may reach if they conclude there is no point to striving for success or accomplishments. Wow. And then here's China. China is promoting the 996 movement with the chief goal of having a 12-hour workday 6 days a week. Wow. Okay, brother. Hey, man, that was some serious education.
And so there's this other thing. All right, so I'm not a Bernie guy. I'm not really any of these guys. But what I do like about Bernie is he just came up with the what are you, 30-hour work week or something?
Yeah, I'd love a 32-hour work week.
Would be beautiful, right? A 30-hour work week, right? We're America.
Oh, yeah.
We're the richest country in the world, right? We're all this stuff, but we work the most. Well, not the
Well,
most.
you know,
but
Bernie was anti-immigration until he was for it, because I used to have a lot of respect for Bernie Sanders.
they all were. You can go back, 10 years, and they'd all hate.
Yeah,
they'd all-
Pelosi.
yeah, all of them were on board with locking down the border. It only
Right.
became a problem when a certain person got in office. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That's when everything became. That's when the whole world turned on its head.
Right.
But,
Shit.
we got a lot of division. We had a lot of division in this country. We're trying to reverse that right now. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight.
Right. So let me see. I'm checking something out. Brother, if I wasn't aware of it, I like to think I'm a pretty astute guy when it comes to the news. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And so I'm looking for a lay down and rot report out of China. Okay.
All right.
I want to see this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
they've really kind of put themselves in a real bad situation with their one child
their one party
policy.
government. Yeah.
Their one child policy, and then now they have no women. So now
right.
So now you have no youth.
And all the men are spoiled.
Right.
They're spoiled brats.
And so they're importing Korean women. The rich guys are.
Yeah, North Korean women.
Right. But those guys that are having kids aren't going to be, those people aren't working.
Right. So let me add this. Let me add this here, guys. And it's a report. I'm going to play it because, you bring me to something. You know what I'm saying? Pizzle, you bring me to something that I know I'm gonna take myself out of the equation. I'm just gonna mute my mic, turn off my cam. You guys are welcome to talk during this or whatever. Please stick around because I want you on the panel. But let's just watch this. And
before we do, I just want to say I'm gonna actually have to head out, but it was cool.
All right, Danny.
All right,
hey, Danny, hold on. Well, you know the tradition on my show, bro.
Yep.
Let me give you your last word. Go ahead, Danny.
I just want to send positive vibes to everyone watching A-Bomb stream, everyone in the panel for 2025. So peace out. And yeah, I'll probably be on here sometime shortly.
All right. Thanks for coming through, Danny. Yeah. And you guys are back in. So, hey, would you guys mind returning after this video? It'll give me a chance to take a little break. I've been doing this for 2 hours now.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm going to take about 13 minutes. I want both of you back. I'm just going to remove you from the studio. I'm not going to kick you out of the stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all good.
I'm just backstaging you because I'm going to step away, watch this on my phone while I have a smoke. So, everybody, we'll be right back. But I want everyone to watch this. Judah, all of you people in the chat, I'm going to watch this. Look, we are the new media. And when something comes up, we need to find out about it. Find out what it's about. You know what I mean? My man down there at the bottom, he fucking brought something up that's of paramount importance to our world. And we're about to learn something. So if you're really about it, stick around. All right, guys, I'm just going to take you out, but I'm not going to kick you out, okay?
All righty.
And I'm going to kick myself down there with you. So don't worry. Be about a 13 or 10-minute break or so, okay? I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Enjoy the show.
Bai Lan, or Let It Rot, is a new movement that's sweeping through China at the moment. Bai Lan is when young people refuse to put in further efforts into life because they just can't see any hope in doing so. Let's cut to the chase here, everybody. You may have heard of Tangping, or lying flat. In fact, I did a video about that. And now you may have heard of this new catchphrase coming out of China called Let It Rot. Well, I'm here to explain to you what this means and also to dispel a few myths. This isn't some big thing that's suddenly hitting China all of a sudden and engulfing the youth and the masses. No, this is something that's been going on in China forever. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. Hey, I get it. We're living in a high-tech world and people need their high-tech gadgets. I mean, have you heard about these optical discs that use lasers? Pretty futuristic, I know. But let's just say you want to write a CD and you hop onto Amazon and you go search for a CD writer. I mean, look at the choice. It's incredible. A Riodas? Awesome. Wait a second, what the hell is a Riodas? What the hell are all these different brands? You know what? They're all very cheaply made, bad CD writers, all from China. And if you're the kind of person who's trying to find quality or trying to support local manufacturing and somebody who's just conscious about where the products they're buying come from, I've got a great little plugin for you. It's called Cultivate. It is a Chrome extension, very easy to install, 100% free, and it will tell you exactly where these products were made. It will tell you exactly what you're buying, and it also gives you locally sold alternatives. I mean, did you know that over 50% of Amazon sellers are based in China? So the only way for you to find out the truth is to install Cultivate and see for yourself. Cultivate also helps you find products available locally so you can have them delivered within 24 hours or pick them up the same day. And also, each purchase you make with a Cultivate partner donates to a charity that you select 24 hours after your purchase. Follow the link in the description to download and install Cultivate 100% free. And now, back to the show. I first have to tell you about one very big difference between Chinese society and Western society, and that has to do with ambition. You see, ambition is usually what drives successful people. You want to have a better car than your neighbor, a bigger house. You want to become successful and famous. It's called ambition, it's called drive, and it's what drives entrepreneurs and business people and people in life in general to really get out there, work hard, earn more money, make a name for themselves. Growing up in mainland China is less about ambition and more about obligation. You're obligated to go out and work in order to support your family, in order to support your parents, in order to support your grandparents, in order to get a house, in order to get married, in order to continue on the family structure. It's a very, very different set of circumstances. You see, hard work is not rewarded in China. In fact, the less you work, the better it is, and the more you are respected. Now, let me give you an example. Somebody who graduates from college now in China with a master's degree, in other words, you have studied and put in the effort and worked incredibly hard to go through high school, which is very challenging in China, and then through college, and you've earned your master's degree, you've earned all your degrees. The kind of job that you're going to get is going to pay a pittance. You will go into a job that earns you less than $1,000 a month. Less sometimes, if you're lucky, a little more. And your boss, the person who's rich, the guy who owns the company, the guy who's running around with the fancy Bentley cars and all the jet setting around the place, will probably be a tobacco uncle who can barely read and write. Somebody who did not put in the work. Somebody who got there through family connections, through CCP party connections, through guanxi. And so the motivation to be a hard-working, overachieving person isn't really there. When you see that 20-year-old driving around in a Ferrari in Canada or Australia or the US, wherever, from China, the student, he didn't work to get there. He didn't earn his Ferrari. That was given to him by his parents who own a factory or have CCP party connections. And this is no different in mainland China. The people running around with fancy cars, throwing money everywhere and showing off their wealth are not people who have earned that money. It's people who have fallen into that money, whether it be through, like I said, family connections or Communist Party connections and that kind of thing. So this whole movement of lying flat and let it rot is very squarely a middle class problem in China. And look, middle class can mean quite poor in other countries. You know, we're talking about people that are earning a couple of $100 a month, all the way up to people who are earning a couple of $1,000 a month. This is called middle class. In other words, not very poor, but not rich. You see, if you're poor in China, you have no choice. You're moving from your hometown to the cities, to urban areas, and you're working in factories. You're working very hard. You're doing all kinds of menial jobs, whatever it takes, whether you're making truck tires or working on an assembly line or sweeping the streets or whatever you're doing, you do so because you have no choice. You need to work in order to eat and in order to send a little bit of money back to your aging parents and your family back home in your hometown who need money to survive. Low class, poor people in China have no luxury to lie flat or let anything rot. Rich people in China, like I said, couldn't give a damn. Their money's come easy for the majority of them. Very few rich millionaires and billionaires in China actually did any hard work to get themselves there. It's always circumstantial. It's always because of nepotism or because of their party connections, being in the right place at the right time, happening to be on the right piece of land at the right time. It's not through hard work and ambition that they got there.
Did you know that Amazon has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every month? And here's how you can get a cut of it. My name is Charlotte Mickelson, and we help everyday people grow their income with this one simple method. And we're pretty darn good at it. Our company, Publishing.com, was named the 19th fastest growing company in America. And the only reason we're so successful is because of the success that we've created for others. And I'll tell you why our method works so much better than anything else you might have tried. It's because starting a business is not the best way.
Wow, that was pretty interesting, don't you think? Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Thanks. Turn
So-
this down. Sorry about that.
That's what
Sorry about
happens.
the reverb. I was watching on my phone while I was having a smoke.
Yeah,
You know
so-
what? That has happened here.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, it is, especially with the millennials.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's the
Yeah,
same
and it even
situation.
happened with our generation to a point. Remember the slacker?
Yeah, well, I was one of the slackers, bro.
So, well, I never had the chance.
I was one of the slackers, bro. I was like,
Right.
dude, and like, okay, what did it for me is okay. I live in Northern Cal, so I went to I went to this program, right, and I went and studied, and I went to be a forestry park ranger aide, right. So
Okay.
I basically went and I did my volunteer work for 6 or 8 months, and then the dude that was going to come in, they ended up combining a few of the parks: San Bruno Mountain, San Pedro Point, and some other, and a couple other ones. So they ended up just firing us because they already had their crew from all these other places. So at that point, I was just heated, dude. So,
Right.
But I've done carpet work. I laid carpet. Like I said, I painted. I've done. I also built motherships for DirecTV and US Media One and shit. I traveled, so I've done a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, that was definitely disappointing because I was like, damn, I got a certificate for all that shit. I just wasted a good 2 or 3 years, dude, and it was for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went and I graduated college. Okay. And I got a degree in journalism and communications, And bro, the only job I got after college, the only offer I got was $10,000 a year, or like $20,000 a year in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And I was already working doing shit at the old Stockton Record, and I was editor of my college papers and all this and that. And I was making more money in the trades.
Yep.
You know, and it's like,
Yep.
no, I'm just gonna, you know, and I made Toyota Tacomas for a year while I was in college. You know, as an auto worker.
Nice.
I mean, dude, it's unbelievable. And we were our generation was graduating college. My wife graduated college, and you know, she has 2 degrees out of UI, University of Idaho, education and psychology, and she could barely get a job in teaching because baby boomers weren't retiring.
Yeah, they're holding on for
you know. I mean, fuck, dude. The baby boomers they stayed so long that by the time our turn came up, it was already over.
Yeah, we're too old.
Yeah. You know, and we went from competing against our parents' generation to having to compete against our children's generation.
Pretty much. And
yeah, and me being in the trades, I was kind of fortunate because our generation was the last one to really go into the trades heavy.
Yeah, because
you know,
I was borderline computers were coming in right when we were going out.
Right. Yeah. You know, I remember when computers were starting to come in.
Yep. But
that's one of the reasons I worked at the old stock and record.
Yeah, 5th or 6th grade for me, and then I moved on to the next school, and they didn't have them yet.
Yeah, I'm 52, so when I was in college, I had a job at the record, you know, working for the Gannett Corporation, and fucking, I knew all the layout and design that the baby boomers didn't. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, but still, dude, they wouldn't go away. They wouldn't retire, even though they could retire.
Yeah, they got work ethic. You can't teach that, though. That's the problem.
Well, I had it too, but
no,
you know,
I got it too. But it's
we had to stay. We had to go to the trades, or we were done.
Right, but you know, when people feel like you know, they got a mountain of debt and they're just working for free and they're paying more in taxes than they are bringing home.
Yeah,
that just is. And then they're like, you know. And as soon as you get a raise, oh, guess what? That puts you in a higher tax bracket. Guess what? We get to take more of your fucking money now.
Yeah, I had a kid to raise, so I couldn't, you know, go up, you know, from the $20,000 a year no benefit job.
I mean,
I had to have benefits.
No, I get it. My dad,
that's
why my dad took a cut for most majority of his life, because he had he had the benefits.
And look how they screwed up health insurance. I remember when health insurance used to be cheap and easy to get. You know?
Yep.
And then Obamacare came through and the prices just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the baby boomer generation did so much to fuck up this world. When the baby boomers were coming up, their parents, the greatest generation, your World War II and your silent generation, your Korea era vets, they handed our parents the entire world.
They did, but then feminism came in. The Beatles came over here. The spread of communism in the 60s, the drug movement.
The worst generation ever.
And then, you know, everybody's like, oh, when did feminism start? With Carol Burnett? That's where it started.
No, it started before her. It always starts before an actress.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that she's the first lady on TV that had.
Yeah, she was the Carol Burnett show.
Yeah,
no, not Carol Burnett. No. Mary Tyler Moore.
Well, yeah, she was.
That was the first one, bro.
Yeah, but she wasn't independent. She had what's his name there, but she was.
She wasn't living with a man.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, yeah, a little bit later. Yeah, after Ricky died or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, we went from the Brady Bunch to Mary Tyler Moore. You know.
Yeah.
Our generation, fucking dude, we didn't have a chance coming out the gate.
No.
In the mid '90s, the jobs were pretty scarce for us coming out.
Yeah, they were. That's why like you said, you had to get into the trades early.
Yeah.
That's what.
And when I got into the trades. The average age of a journeyman, and by the way, a journeyman is somebody with 4 years experience in the trade and a little bit of education. that says he's an expert in the trade, like 4 years of apprenticeship school
Right.
that I went through. And some trades have more years of school. Electricians, I think, are 5. I think plumbers and pipe fitters are up to 7. You know what I mean? But us finished trades, we're 4 years. And, dude, we even had to fight to work then. Because, me being from Stockton, California, in order for me to do my apprenticeship and get my hours, I always had to work out of town.
Yep.
And I was working in Richmond and Oakland and Sacramento and San Francisco. And, I drive 3 hours one way
I know.
to go work my shift.
The other way.
3 hours one way. And I'd get there to the gate on certain construction sites. There'd be 3 other apprentices there and only one's going in.
Right.
I'd just pull my flat bar out of my truck and I'd say, I'm going in. And fucking, I'd start swinging until I was the last one there.
He's like, I'm cleaning. We'll get out of my way.
Yeah, I'm going in, motherfucker. I just drove 3 hours. I don't give a fuck about you. I literally had to fight my way up.
Yep.
I had to fight to get what I got. Literally fucking fight. And now, shit, guys can walk on a construction site and they're so desperate they'll hire them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, conditions are so great for the young right now, and they're not taking advantage of it.
No, well, a lot of people are lazy. They want to sit on their phone all day. They don't, they got them. They got them
And
all
they don't-
distracted.
And they don't realize they're filling their slots with illegal aliens.
That's what I was just saying. China can't do that because they don't have immigration, but we can because we do have
we can.
immigration.
Hopefully we
do
put a
have
stop to
immigration.
it.
And that's what they
And
just
then
did.
look at all the respect that the trades have lost over the years.
Oh, I know, but
I
that's because the media pushes it to be out a bad thing. The blue collar is the bad guy. Go be
Right. When we're the backbone of the whole country.
Yeah, well, that's why they need us until they get the robots that they need.
The best my family lived ever, or the highest status my family ever had, pre-Civil War. The highest family status my family had was when my grandfather was running the shop. Opened the shop in 1952. He died in 1979. But those years between 52 and 79 were the best my family ever had it because of him. And he just had a high school and a Navy education and his apprenticeship.
Well, it wasn't even that, dude. It's just the time, the money value then. They decreased the value of the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. $200.
Yeah.
Okay, so check it out. I looked at, and I think it was 1940 or 1940 something the other day. I looked at how much $200 was. It was like $5,000 a day. So $5,000 a day, like $200. So when my grandpa bought the house down the street from where I live right now, he paid $5,000 for it, $5,200 or something, $4,500 for it or something. That's for a house. So how much was that worth back then? If $200 was worth $5,000,
right.
But they
right now,
they were still able to afford that. Working at the gas station, though, bro, just doing little menial jobs, right? But you can't do that. You can't work at the gas station now and even live around here.
Right. Right. You could work at a gas station. You could be a cook at Denny's and make a good living.
Yeah. You can put your kids through school, have cars, house, but you can't. You're not getting that nowadays, and everybody realizes that, Avon. People aren't done. People.
No, I mean,
and
the price of
they've had the blindfold over our parents' eyes. Now, why do you think they believe the JFK stuff and all of that stuff? Because if you didn't believe the government back then, you were a communist, and nobody wanted to be called a communist.
Nobody did.
Nobody. You were called a communist. You went to jail to be a communist back in the day for being a communist. Look that shit up in the 50s.
Yep. Yes, you did.
went to fucking jail.
And Hollywood blacklisted people because of Ronald Reagan's testimony to the FBI.
Yeah. Well, can't remember. I don't know all about that.
Ronald Reagan reported potential communists as president of the Screen Actors Guild.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's documented. He was an FBI source. It's
Wouldn't doubt it.
documented. It can be verified. I'm not going to try to state a fact purposely that isn't true.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I remember we were doing a study. I was doing a study because I went back and took a couple classes in business school, and I did a study on wages, right? And this was, 10, 15 years ago, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
And if minimum wage had kept up, I'd say it was 2010, 2012 when I did this. Did a study, and if minimum wage had kept up with inflation, it would have been $23 an hour back then.
Yeah, they just made it $20 an hour here at all the fast food joints, and a lot of places are starting to shut down.
Yeah, well, people can't afford it because their wages didn't keep up.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Yeah, that's the whole problem. We're living
And
on
look-
this now than we are than we were in the Great Depression. Think
Right.
about that.
We are in worse shape than we were in the
now.
Great Depression. This is
Yes.
true.
We are living on less than what we were living on in the Great Depression, and they got us. They got our eyes. They got they got the wool pulled over everybody's eyes.
Right.
Like,
People aren't paying attention.
Yeah, like
You know what I
52
mean?
paychecks a year wasn't enough, so they had to get 104.
Right.
They needed to get the woman in the workplace. This is what this was all about. It wasn't about it wasn't about anything other than and then on top of that, now the kids going to the school, the teachers got more time with the kids, they got more influence. I mean,
Right.
it's all bad. It's just a perpetual cycle of badness.
It's a perpetual cycle driving our fucking country into ignorance and poverty.
Yep.
It so is, brother.
Yeah, and
And-
they got to get back to teaching American history, and they're not teaching American history. They're teaching all this other nonsense.
Yeah,
Right.
it is nonsense. And it's nonsense. It's not even correct.
I know.
I mean, name the country that didn't do bad shit in its past.
Yeah,
Where they no. Here we go. Okay, I gotta share it. Okay. So guys. This here, and it's going from, this is gonna prove our point, brother. God, I love the internet sometimes. I got a thing here that shows the inflation when we were young and how it's how it's gone up. Now, people, pay attention to this because I want to make this big. Yeah, there we go. Making it big. Okay, economy in 1990. That's where the lines start, right? Check this out. This is gonna piss you off.
That's heartbreaking, bro.
Look at that. Look at the wages going down right as it's coming out.
But
Yeah,
inflation.
look at that. Right? And look at that. Look at that. I mean, wow. Look at that, bro. We were never even close.
Nope.
To keeping up with inflation. You guys wonder why I don't want illegal aliens? Here you go.
Yep.
You wonder why I'm an advocate for working people? Look at the costs. How did the baby boom generation that was ruling the world for most of that time?
Because they didn't print the money away. The government wasn't as big. That's what the problem is. Our government is too big and they printed too much fucking money. And this is money. Listen, dude, our foreign policy, we're the only country in the world's foreign policy is to give our money away to other countries. No other country's giving their money to us. We're giving our money to Ukraine, Israel, England, Venezuela. All these
where's
countries.
our foreign aid for our natural disasters, right?
Yeah, how many countries stepped up and gave us money for North Carolina and California and the Gulf Coast right now? Nobody. But they expect us to open their wallet for them.
And for those of you that can't see, the red line is the cost of rent, and the blue line is the incomes people make.
Yeah, that's why.
So I'm just going to leave that up there while we talk.
Yeah, Yeah.
I mean, dude, look at all the boomers, like my dear mother, right? Whom I love, but I don't like. Does that make sense?
Yep.
She bought her brand new tract house in 1988 for $80,000, right?
Right.
She mortgaged it, to like 150K in debt when I was in business. Hey mom, I'm paid off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My grandmother died. I went in, flipped my grandmother's house, paid my mom's house off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then, when she died a few years ago, typical baby boomer, right? She had that house $280,000 in the hole with a reverse mortgage.
Why would you, oh man, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. And then she had a car payment.
Oh my God.
And a whole bunch of other debts I had to pay off.
Wow. Yeah, that's Bill Clinton's work right there.
Yeah. So I had to take out a mortgage to pay off the reverse mortgage. I had to pay off all of her other loans that I was liable for. Right? And I sold the house. For over $400,000. And I had to flip it. I was in California for 10 months.
Right.
10 months I was in Stockton, bro. By the way, I didn't hear from Aaron Swan during those 10 months. And fucking I made money on it. I made enough to buy my little shack here in Alabama, but I don't think I inherited anything other than a mess.
Other than a debt, right?
That's what the baby boomers have done to our generation. My mom and my dad were about the worst among baby boomers. They were your stereotypical, prototypical fucking baby boomers.
Yeah, my pop was the exact opposite. My pop, he's a penny pincher and saved a lot of money, man. But see, that was his problem, is he saved cash. See,
right.
And that's, see this inflation that's going up, this rent. And that's the same thing that's happening to your cash right there too.
Oh yeah, that's happening to the US dollar right now. US dollar is the blue line, but we keep printing more.
Right. So
you're right.
That's the only problem, is they do the exact opposite of what they tell you. Don't put your money in the bank. Go and get some gold or some silver. If you want,
right. Or use a credit union.
Right. If you want to save your money, I'm not saying go and convert every dime you got. Money that you plan on saving for a long time, you put it in there, and it's a balance against inflation.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You can't go wrong with some gold and buried in your backyard.
Crypto's doing okay too, I think.
Yeah, but you can't put your.
You gotta watch crypto; it can become worthless in a day. I think the only legit one's Bitcoin.
Yeah, the problem is, it costs too much to get in and out of Bitcoin, though. The problem is you can't put it in your hand and put it in your pocket, bro.
You don't own it. I'm old school like that.
If I can't put it in my pocket, that's the thing about gold. How is Bitcoin worth more than gold and you can't put it in your hand? That's my problem. That's what I can't conceive that.
And it's based on an algorithm, not a physical substance. Gold, you're right.
So that's my whole thing with that. How could a coin that everybody pushes up the value? I get it. People value it, all right. And if the dollar would be as valuable as a Bitcoin would be right now too, if we weren't watering it down to 98%, right?
Well, I want to get away from the crypto. And focus on what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We can talk crypto another day. I'm not an expert on it. And I really don't want to have somebody that's pro crypto on it. Except for maybe a guy named Bronk Nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not an expert on crypto. I've looked at it, read about it. I know a little bit about it. I got a little bit of money in it. but there are reservations. But El Salvador, I think, is using crypto as their national currency.
Yeah, but when they get pissed off at you, bro, they say, "Oh, you had too much to eat this week. We're cutting you off. You bought too much gasoline already. You can't buy any more gas."
Yeah, they can. Yeah. Well, I like cash money because it keeps.
We don't like your video that you put up today, A-Bomb. We're freezing your fucking assets.
Yeah, they do that in Canada, don't they? They do that in England right now.
In China too. They do that everywhere.
Fuck yeah, they do it in China. In China, you got a social score.
That's why.
I like
currency, bro. That's why they want to get rid of cash.
I like nice, untraceable cash.
Well, but that's the whole point.
When you pay with cash, you still have your freedom. Big Brother's not watching you.
Yeah, and they can't stand that. That's why they want to get rid of it. That's why they got everybody so hooked on crypto and paying with your card. I got this place the other day I went to. They said we're cashless. I said, have a good day.
Yeah, see you later.
I got
if they're selling something by law, they have to accept cash because that's the legal tender currency in the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, our government needs to start enforcing that. We need to get back to basics, bro.
I agree.
We need to get back to basics.
Yeah, I don't care if people trade crypto or whatever. That's their business. I don't care what people do. It's not for me. You know what I mean?
NFC. Brother, you are welcome to come up and tell me about that. The link is pinned.
Yeah.
If you want to give me the education, Roscoe, we will listen. My live streams, bro, when I'm doing politics or issues, man, I have my opinion. He got his opinion. You can have your opinion. As long as we can come up and talk about it, we're good because the world needs more of this shit.
Yeah. I'm not just because I disagree with you don't mean I don't want to hang out with you or anything. It's just,
actually, I think we're agreeing more than we're disagreeing.
No, but I'm just saying that I'm not that kind of person. I don't let something like that. I don't let somebody's other view my not want to my get in my feelings and not want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. Like I don't get in my feelings about somebody's shit. If they have,
you're old people like me, bro. You're willing to die for someone's right, even if they disagree with you, for them to say it. That's what being American's all about.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to hate each other over fucking politics or opinions.
Well, yeah, but they turned it into a team thing, bro. They turned it into a two-party system, which means it's a team.
Right, and it sucks.
It does, because there's no way to get these. See, the problem isn't the people that are voted in. We can get rid of them. It's the people that they appoint, the appointers that we can't get rid of.
Well, our founding fathers, one of George Washington's greatest fears and loathings was political parties, and they tried to warn us about political parties.
Yeah, well, Andrew Jackson paid off the bank and got rid of the central bank, but they kept coming at us. They kept telling us it was a good idea. Up until then, the government had to beg us to borrow money to print bonds. After that, they didn't have to do that. They could go right to the bank. Yeah. And that's what they've been doing. They've just been going right to the bank, going right to the Rothschilds, and the Rothschilds have been printing money from the air.
Rothschilds own the Fed. I know.
And we're paying interest on money that they create out of nothing.
Out of nothing. When Nixon took us off the gold standard.
Yep, that was it.
With the quote-unquote petrodollar.
Yep.
Which now is non-existent because Saudi Arabia accepts payment other than dollars now.
Yeah.
Because before Biden, in order to buy Saudi oil, you had to pay in dollars.
Yeah, well, that was
so our dollar was kind of based on oil. Well, now that's not happening anymore. After we fought a war to keep that piece of shit fucking king in power over there.
Yeah, well,
Saddam was about to roll over his ass.
Yeah, all of those countries all the oil in the world is supposed to be bought with the petrodollar.
Yep, the greatest threat to America right now, other than our own ignorance, right? Past 4 years, pure ignorance. The greatest threat to America right now is the BRICS nations.
Well, you know why? I knew
because they're coming up with a currency to rival the dollar.
No, well, they're doing that because the United States won't let them use their stuff. We
Right.
locked them out of the banking system and all of their stuff. They don't
Yeah.
have a choice, A-bomb. If I pass a policy and you no longer allowed to use my stuff, you're gonna have to build your own stuff, right?
Right.
You
Well,
don't
with
have
the
a choice.
Ukraine war, the funny thing is with the Ukraine war, we threw all those tariffs on Russia. And Russia just started doing more business with China
Yeah.
and other countries not aligned with the United States, and their economy is doing just fine.
Yeah. Well, that's because everybody's tired of the United States.
Yeah, and then we blew up the pipeline.
Yeah, we
Right.
did that. And then
Oh,
we
I know
denied
we
that
did.
we did it.
I believe we did. Allegedly, right?
Yeah. And
Allegedly,
now Germany's
we
freezing
blow
their
up
ass.
that pipeline, and now Europe is even more dependent on Russian fucking oil.
No, right now they're dependent on our oil.
For now, but Russia's trucking it in too.
Well, well, that might change right now because Trump's in office, but that's what they've.
I know. If Putin did not have a cool head, that could have been a declaration of war on the United States.
Yeah.
If he did it to one of our pipelines, we would have went to war.
Oh, I know. Well, listen, all this stuff that they're doing, all these other countries are doing, are most of counteractive to what we do. We set these policies, and then they have to do something, dude. Like, okay, the Cuban Missile Crisis was because the United States went over there and put missiles over there, right on the edge of Russia, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go put some shit over here in Cuba."
We put missiles in West Germany.
Yeah, and
then
then
Russia did it in Cuba.
Yeah, and then we're like, "What are you doing that in Cuba? You need to get."
But
this
hold
missile
on. Before Castro, you had the Batista regime in Cuba, corrupt as fuck, wiping its ass with the people, and we supported those corrupt bastards, not giving a fuck about the people there, because Batista was more of a king than a president. And then we wondered why Batista got overthrew.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is the gangsters had a bunch of casinos there too.
Oh yes, they did, bro.
And that was the gangster paradise. You guys want to know what gangster paradise is?
Yeah, Cuba before Castro.
Yeah, before Castro.
Yeah.
All the mobsters were down. It was like Las Vegas, but in Cuba.
Yep, it was like Las Vegas, but with better looking women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
all the skyscrapers in Cuba were built by the American mafia and the Teamsters Pension Fund. These are facts. People don't like to talk about those things anymore.
Well, Miami too. Miami was built all off of that stuff, allegedly. We don't have to get into all of that, but
allegedly, so was Vegas.
Yep, definitely
and
Vegas.
all those beautiful cities in China.
Yep.
Right? You know about those, right?
Those are our tariffs from our money.
Those were built with our money.
Yeah, tariffs. That's what people
those
don't
were built with our money. Because we were shipping jobs over there.
Yeah, we pay tariffs to China.
Yeah.
We want to sell some more stuff to them. We have to pay them to allow us to sell our shit in their country. Because they have 1 billion something people, and we want access to that market.
Yeah, but they won't give it to us.
I know they won't. But
they won't give it to us.
Got a lot of 1 billion plus people in it too.
Right. Right. I mean, hold on. Share with you. I got something here. I want to take a look at these cities. I want you to take a look, guys, at some of these cities here, and let me remove that one, and we don't need to have that graph anymore. You get it. I want to present this. Why do our cities not look like this? And let me share. Look at this. Why aren't those our cities, bro?
Because we want to conserve energy. We have to conserve energy while they get to waste it.
Right.
This is one of the craziest cities in China.
Look at that.
Welcome to Chongqing, China. It is one of the most futuristic cities on the planet.
Look at that, bro. Look at all that energy, A-bomb.
I know. But why aren't our cities that beautiful?
Because that's so much pollution, bro. Look at all the coal you're burning.
Oh, I have,
The
but we
way
can do
that
it with
China
nuclear.
defines what a city is and
We
its
can do it with
boundaries is
nuclear.
different to the rest of the world. Chongqing in southwest
That's
China
Chongqing.
stretches
That's
across
China's
an
most
area
populated
larger
city,
than
but I mean,
Austria. The population of
look
this
at how.
area
I mean,
is over
look at
32
the
million.
construction, bro. Look at that. Why aren't we? That should be in our country. I mean, twin towers, bro.
Donald Trump. That.
Have you seen
Huh?
Why
We're
Christians?
paying to build all of that. That's our money.
Yeah.
We sent all of our hammers, all of our manufacturing over there because we didn't want to do it over here. We didn't want to pay Americans to do it anymore.
That's
And
right.
guess what? Now you're going to have to pay tariffs. So now what happens when you have to pay tariffs? Guess what? They're going to want to come and build their factories and their stuff here in our country like they did before.
Yeah. I mean,
we just turned basically into a warehouse. All we are consumers, dude. That's all they use us for.
That's all we fucking are, bro. Mindless fucking consumers.
Yep.
I mean, that's true.
This is how I got
That's
this.
true. We are
this,
mindless consumers, bro. Have you ever read the book Brave New World?
Nuh-uh.
They even did a television show based on the book, and it was Leonard Nimoy was in it. Okay. And it was just about how we became consumers. And that's all we are about.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
What happened is people, they came up with a washing machine or they come up with a tractor. They came
Right.
up with a car.
Right.
And all of a sudden you needed to own it. You needed to use these things because it made it easier for you and faster to make a crop. It's more convenient.
Right. Now, I want you guys,
but
audience, while we're talking, look at these cities. Your money built that. Your future, our future, my future built that. Okay? When you see all them big cities and all those lights, why isn't that St. Louis? Why isn't it not Chicago? Why isn't it San Francisco? Why isn't it LA? Why isn't it St. Louis? Why isn't it New York? Why isn't it
Baltimore,
Charlotte, Baltimore? Why isn't it our cities that look like this?
LA.
These are the cities that my parents said my generation would have here in America. I mean, I'm sorry, we built their modern cities. We did. Think about it. I'm sorry, but that looks a hell of a lot safer than Stockton, California's fucking walk next to the River Walk, you know?
Oh, they definitely, they're a lot tougher on crime. You fuck around over there, they'll kill you.
Yeah, you fuck around there, you'll find out, you know?
Yeah, well, we don't do that here anymore because we're all liberal.
No. Yeah.
And that's the problem. They should be they should be executing people on TV, bro. It should be a public.
I think all executions should be public.
Yeah, or pay per view. Or no. Fuck that. Free to view. Not pay per view, free to view. Why? Yeah, free to view would be cool too. Whatever.
You know, they used to hang kids in front of the schoolhouse in the Old West, right?
Yeah, they used to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a hanging was a party back in the day. People would show up from everywhere.
Yeah, they bring.
I think if you're going to have the death penalty, you should face it.
Yeah.
As a citizen. You should have to see how the person's being killed.
Yeah, because then that deters other stuff. That
would deter a lot of crime.
It sure would.
You know, get rid of the bullshit lethal injection and gas chambers. Hanging is constitutional.
I like electric chairs. That's cool too.
I say get rid of that, dude. Just give them a rope.
No, I like old Sparky.
You like old Sparky? Yeah.
I like old
Florida
Sparky.
loves Sparky, but I mean, I think all executions, no matter the method, should be public.
Yeah, no,
period.
sure. Yeah.
If you are for the death penalty and you're too chicken shit to watch somebody face it, you know, you need to rethink yourself. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The crime is against all of society, so all of society should watch the punishment. That's where I'm at with that.
I think that all society should participate. We should just throw rocks at them.
Well, they did do that in biblical times. They still do that in the Middle East, you know.
Yep. Just
I'm
stone
not a cut off hands kind of guy.
I am.
You know.
Don't steal. You want to maybe missing your hand.
You know, but you know, I do think the only cure for pedophilia is a bullet to the back of the head.
That or beheading. I'm good with either one.
Yeah. You know, a dead pedo's a good pedo.
Yeah, wood chipper, however you want to get to it.
Yeah, wood chipper's great. Yes, I watch JD Delay too. You got to give old JD his credit, man.
Yeah,
but look
JD,
at that skyline.
Yeah.
Where in America do you see that? Look at that. I mean, dude, that should be our country.
Yep.
When I was a kid, those cities didn't look like that. They were still riding bikes. But Clinton and Bush, they're the ones that started us building those cities.
Yeah, well, global.
The Bush family, Clinton, bringing China into the World Trade Organization.
Yep.
You know, all that shit. Normalizing trade with China, most favored nation with China. You know, we built those cities. All the widgets and doodads and iPhones and shit you bought from China built those cities.
Yeah, they put it together.
Money that built them. We gave them, and they're not going to give it back. You know, China. This is China. This is what Bill Clinton's legacy is. Every president except Trump, this is their legacy from Nixon on. You know?
Yeah.
And this is bullshit. We don't make Schwinn bicycles here. I had my cousin Robert. Yeah, that's modern China.
Ouch.
My Robert used to fucking, he's much older than me. You know, my mom's generation than mine.
Uh-huh.
And he was living for years just fixing Schwinn bicycles at the Schwinn shop.
Right.
It was legendary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I remember when Schwinns were all made in the US of A.
Yeah, there used to be a Schwinn shop around the corner from here in Daly City.
Yeah, everywhere. Fuck, I used to live in Daly City. I went to FDR Elementary, bro.
Yeah, well, I live pretty close to that.
Yeah. That's where I went to the first and second grade.
Cool. Well, I'm not far from FDR.
Yeah, when I lived there, we had season 49er tickets too. They were pretty easy to come by.
Yeah, I know they were.
You know, isn't
until
that
81?
something?
Until after 81, and then after 81, they weren't easy to come by.
Right. Well, we had them locked into 80. We had them locked into 85.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't respect most other 49er fans. You know, I don't. I got none. I'm part of that 1% of 49er fans on this earth right now that was a fan before Joe Montana was on the team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's long back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I went to my first game in 1976.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, people go, oh, when I say I'm the designated Raider hater and I'm the OG Raider hater, you got to understand. When my fanhood fucking came about, I was the only little red jacket on the playground in Daly City. Everybody else was Raiders to the core, but not me.
Well,
you know,
there's two different kinds, because the Niners were when I was growing up. There were two different types of teams, dude.
Well, when I was a little kid, are you ready for this? Niner fans were known as the hooligans.
Yeah, they
and
were,
Raider fans were the class act.
Yeah,
and things just flipped.
Yeah, the Niner fans were rowdy. They liked to party a little bit, but they were also a little bit more libertarian. You know what I mean? They're a little bit, you know, and they just got over that whole Jim Jones thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They had that whole little thing going on down there, and so you know, it was a good thing for the city that you know.
They brought the city back, bro, from shit like the serial killer.
The
Zodiac killer, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Patty Hearst and all that shit.
Yeah, and you know, Manson was down there with the
Yep.
MK Ultra fucking shit too. With
Oh,
so
a lot of MK Ultra at San Francisco. Oh, yes, they
I
did.
was over down in that
Yeah.
was down in the Haight Ashbury. They were doing it down there.
Well, you want to know what changed the attitude of the fan base? Okay. We had, we got on that winning track, and it was before we won the Super Bowl. It was that season, and Candlestick had been filling up for the first time since Giants-Yankees World Series, way back when. But, it's the first time Candlestick had sold out since the Beatles, final concert. And fans were fucking fighting, and it was bad. And Eddie DeBartolo Sr., Eddie DeBartolo Jr., and Bill Walsh came out and said if there was one single fight in this stadium, if one person is attacked in the parking lot for liking another team, we will not take the field. And I remember it was all over the Sporting Green. It was on Channel 2. It was even on Channel 44. They're reporting it everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the shit stopped. And that's when Niner fans, started being known as, if you come to our house rooting for the other team, we'll treat you well.
Right.
That's where that started. It didn't start because we were nice people. No. Niner fans and Raider fans have both been known as hooligans.
Oh, yeah.
And only the old people remember, because here's the thing, man. This is why, we love our hatred so much, is we're the same fucking fan base with two different teams. If you're from Northern California, it's one or the other. And we can get along at one or the other, but we can never get along with somebody who says both.
Yeah.
And the real ones, we call our hatred beautiful, because part of my joy of being a Niner fan is hating the Raiders. And part of a Raiders fan's joy is hating the Niners. And, bro, that's how we are.
Yep.
You got your AFC West rivals. We got our NFC West rivals, the Cowboys, whatnot. But I got news for you, people. When the Niners and the Raiders play preseason, regular season, doesn't matter. Everything stops in Northern California. The fish ain't swimming. The birds ain't flying. The dogs ain't howling. Everybody's fucking watching that game.
Yep.
Yep. That's what it is.
That's a lot of people don't understand that because they're not from here.
Right.
They're from other parts of the country.
Yeah, when I hear a Niner fan talk about what great rivals the Seahawks or whatever are, I'm like, oh no, you're not from where I'm from.
Yeah, no.
You don't know.
There's only no.
We might have a little rivalry with that team, but when it comes to Niners Raiders, the rivalry is literally fan to fan.
Right.
I mean, it's bigger than the team. It's fan to fan. Like, I got my cousin Carol, right? I love her. She's a great lady. But I'm always happy to remind her she's adopted because she is a Raider fan. I'm like, no. We let you in, but we know your blood's tainted. Yeah. We adopted you. We know you're mentally ill when we got you. It's why you're a Raider fan, but we love you anyway. And my whole family, man, we're all Niner fans, bro. Except for her and my cousin Mike.
Too. My whole family Niner fans.
My
grandpa, when I was a kid, would buy me all kinds of Niner gear. I got a Joe Montana sitting over here that my grandpa bought me before he died. I got a little ball with it right here.
Hell yeah. You ought to put it on for me. Yeah, there you go. Shit, yeah. Greatest quarterback of all time. He didn't have to change the rules to win.
Yeah, he's.
Joe Montana never had to say, I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
Just saying, I'm sorry. But if Joe Montana had played this fucking era, he'd have 20 fucking rings.
Yeah. Well, he was awesome.
If Stabler played in this era, he'd have 20 fucking rings.
Yeah, well, Stabler had a lot more interceptions. That's why it took him so long to get. That's why Plunkett.
Stabler played drunk half the time.
I understand that. You're not. I know, but what I'm saying is that when it comes down, the Hall of Fame is supposed to be personal numbers. It's a personal achievement.
He put up the one number.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I get he won the ring, right? He won the ring, right? Everybody's
That's the only number he needed.
Yeah, well, apparently not. I mean, you got Dan Marino, you got Dan Fouts, you got a bunch of people who got in there way before that, even before like right now.
Stable was robbed. Ted Kwolek was kind of robbed. You know what I mean?
Jim Brandt, John Madden. Well, yeah, they waited hella long to put Madden in.
I know.
We thought you were going to come back and coach.
I know, and they put Madden in as a coach, not a broadcaster, and I thought that was right.
Yeah, but either way. Yeah, but either way, they were jackassing him around for way too long, dude.
Well, bro, the Raiders did a lot to piss the NFL off, dude.
Yeah, well,
I'm still wondering why John Taylor's not in the Hall of Fame, but Jerry Rice is.
Well, I like John Taylor more than I like Jerry Rice personally.
Yeah, if there was, and this, with these new Niner fans, especially the old TTC guys, you know, I'll tell you this right now: Jerry Rice would not have the records he has without John Taylor.
John Taylor,
no fucking way.
Yeah, I like John Taylor. He was
because if Rice was covered, the threat was the same on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. There's one and then 1A.
Right. I mean that's what it was. The greatest wide receiver duo in history.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
the whole NFL, Rice and Taylor.
Mark Duper and Mark Clayton were pretty nice.
They were.
Flipper
they
Anderson.
Were, and then you had Steelers, Lynn Swan, and them boys.
Yeah, Flipper
you know,
Anderson,
I get it.
And I can't remember who else was over there on the Rams team in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, fucking the greatest show on turf.
No. I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about
before that, when they had
Flipper Anderson. And they had,
Flipper Anderson, all them guys. Yeah.
Flipper Anderson was fast as fuck.
That was way back, way back.
Jim Everett was the quarterback.
Oh, you mean Chris Everett? Come on, dude. Hearing footsteps. Ronnie Lott turned him into a girl, bro. Straight up left his fucking junk on the field, bro. I watched Jim Everett live grow a vagina at Candlestick, bro.
Yeah, Jim Everett.
I shit you not, bro. He was going down and they weren't even around him, dude. They were hitting him so hard. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Football. Yeah, those were the days of football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but when they started changing the rules for Brady and Manning to break all those records and get all those ships, you know, I'm sorry. I remember, you know, before wide receivers only had 5 yards where a cornerback could touch them. I remember when they'd mug them all the way down the field.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. We need to go back to fucking 1984 fucking rules.
Yeah, well, they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do it because they pay them too much money now.
Yeah, they are, and they're too much of a business. But the other thing is but they're going to have to do something because they just lost 10% of.
They've lost 10% of their. Well, people are sick of watching the NFL produce new dynasties.
Yeah, that's it. They lost 10%.
I'm sorry, the Kansas City Chiefs are an artificial dynasty being helped by the NFL referees. Fucked my team. They beat my team in one Super Bowl. They fucked my team in the last one. Well, and it was the NFL officials that did it.
Brady was artificial. And I think that's why Mark Davis went out and wanted to make him an owner, because he's trying to get the NFL. Everybody loves Tom Brady. The NFL, that's the golden boy of the NFL is Tom Brady. So
I think Tom Brady becoming a part owner of the Raiders is funnier than hell because he's owned you since the forward pass.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. But I think that he's trying to get on the good side of the NFL, dude, because he try to get somebody that the NFL likes over there. And I don't know if it's going to work, but
right.
I think that's what I see his motivation for doing that was. Is not only does he not know anything, but he wants to get somebody over there that the NFL likes to run the ship.
Well, all right, brother. Look, I've been on here 3 hours.
All right, man.
So hold on, you can't go yet. You get your final uninterrupted word to my audience. Here you go.
All right, guys. You have a good night. I'm out of here. Later, Ray-Bomb.
All right. Later, brother. Thanks for coming through. Wow. That was a good show. A good show, but I am not I am not Jamal Seaton. No. I am not Raider Cousin. No. My limit is 3 hours. 3 hours, people. That's all you need to get from any individual live streamer on any individual day. I got another snow day tomorrow. So, yes, I'll be live again tomorrow. A lot of things we can talk about. That's what my channel is. And whether you agree with me or not, you're always welcome here. Love to talk to you, especially if you disagree. Today, hey, man, somebody brought something, the Let It Rot movement in China. They turned me on to something new. I learned something new. And life is good. I'm not the type of person that doesn't believe in not talking religion or politics. In all honesty, we really need to talk religion and politics as much as we can, because if we don't talk about it, we don't understand each other, and we just stand on opposite sides, hating each other without always knowing why. If you are willing to hate somebody because of their political opinion or the way they voted, not something wrong with them, something wrong with you. And those are facts. Those are facts. Part of being an American is you will die for someone's freedom of speech that you vehemently disagree with. And if you're not willing to do that and you think you're an American, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Okay? So everyone, thank you so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. But it's time. It's time for my outro. I am the A-Bomb. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I can build a channel with an audience, doing something I enjoy. Go 49ers as always. God bless America. God bless President Trump. Hey, God bless all of you. Let's make America great again, baby. We got the mandate. Boom. I am out.